live. And now we are live.
Segueing is such a weird word to read.
Mm-hmm. It's seguing.
Seguing, yeah.
Sounds German. Whew.
Okay, well.
All right.
If you're ready, I know Jay's ready. I know
Screen's too small, can't see.
he's ready. Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy's always ready.
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? Human Torch was denied.
Chicks with bricks come, chicks with blocks come, chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come.
Pikachu butt plug.
That's a great warm-up. Is it electrifying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it got me. That was a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good band name.
Well done.
It's a great band name. Also a great beer name. All right. I'm gonna be too strong on the beer. Definitely a band. Okay. Well, all right then. Let's have a good time, gentlemen.
Let's
Here
have
we-
fun.
We go in 3, 2, and 1.
Thank you for tuning in to another Brewnomics podcast on this, our episode of the season finale.
Finale!
I guess. I'm Jerry.
I'm Paula. I'm Vic.
Hope everybody's doing well.
My name's William.
Did you miss yourself?
No, you cut me off, you bastard.
Oh.
How many times have we done this?
I thought that was on purpose, honestly.
Yes, it might as well have been. We're good.
Totally on purpose.
I mean, it's not like you can forget about me. I'm sitting right across from you.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, something.
Good God. Anyways, how you guys doing? Paula and Vic.
Jackass.
I'm well, man. I'm well. How are you?
Good. Happy birthday, Paula.
Happy birthday.
And,
birthday, PK.
and happy Thanksgiving world.
If you do that, yeah, enjoy.
You do that. Thanksgiving's like just American.
Canada has a Thanksgiving, but it's in October.
Oh,
We missed it.
weird.
What
So-
do Canadians have to be thankful for?
I don't know.
Hockey.
Healthcare.
Healthcare. Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Shitty beer.
I'm personally looking forward to Boxing Day coming up. It's going to be excited.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, got him on that one. All right.
I choked on the beer.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
dang.
I didn't mean to.
Well,
It was an accident.
people rarely do.
Oh, God. It's Will's fault. Oh, that's a great podcast.
Sure.
Just coughing like a motherfucker. So, you guys want to drink a beer?
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's do that.
What you got?
The first beer is called Freem. I have no idea. It's Pfriem. Freem.
Freem.
That can't be
The
right.
P is silent. It's like pneumonia.
That can't be right.
Okay.
It is Belgian style blonde ale, brought to us by William. These guys are out of Hood River, Oregon. A sip of a Freem Belgian style blonde ale begins with notes of pear and cloves before segueing into a clean maltiness and ending with just enough bitterness to make you earn for that first sip again. All right, and it says enjoy at 45 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
I'll enjoy it.
But I popped this one
temperature.
early. This is a fancy one. Came with a cork and a cage.
I want to say I paid about $8 for this little 12 ouncer.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, this is one of their. Freem is kind of known for doing Belgian style tripels and that kind of thing. So yeah, they're literally located right next to Full Sail. Like you go off the same exit over there on 84.
Okay.
Over there in Oregon, the Hood River out in the gorge.
Sure.
Cool.
So yeah, if you ever stop there at Full Sail, just check these guys out too. They're really good.
$8 actually seems like a pretty decent price for this, considering, these are expensive style beers to make. Again,
Yes.
It was corked and caged, which always just means I was fancy. So yeah, let's get on it. What you got on for us on the Untazapped?
On to Zap. This is the blonde IPA,
No, it's
No.
the Belgian style.
Belgian style blonde ale. Okay, let me relocate them.
2 seconds. Well, let's start drinking it. Paula,
Yes.
you're the Belgish guy on here. I mean, you're not Belgish, you're Cambodian, but
Sometimes,
you're the biggest fan of this type of beer, I think.
Sometimes I'm both.
Although I think we all enjoy it.
You do
You're
enjoy
both Belgish and Cambodian?
Yeah.
Cool.
Never thought about that, but I am.
What's the difference between a Belgian waffle and a Cambodian waffle?
One's tasty.
All right.
That was fast.
But which one?
The Belgian.
The Belgian.
Aw.
Anyways.
I do get the pear, if I heard correctly,
Mhm.
and it is a strong pear to me. It just right in the back of my tongue. Oh, it's not overbearing, but it is something that is very apparent.
A pear int.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
that's good.
I'm
That's
sorry.
good. Well done. I applaud you.
He's doing it with his eyes. Yeah.
I'll applaud myself.
Ooh, look at that. So I am on Untapped right now, kind of looking at this. It is rated at a 3.89, derived from 223 ratings.
Oh dang! What's the? I don't think I read on there. Is it on the bottle? Will the above?
No, I was just checking for that, and it's either covered up by this sticker.
Oh,
which
is that
was
what you're doing?
So
Trying to
horribly,
scratch it off.
horribly placed, or yeah, we don't know.
Oh,
What
my
does it say on Untapped?
Untapped has us at 7.5%.
Oh, okay. That sounds about right for Belgian triple.
Yeah, the aromas
Oh, no.
are coming through on
It
this
is.
one.
Okay, Will agrees. Thumbs up on the bottle. So
Bottle says 7.5.
Bottle came
Will
through.
agree. Okay, cool. Hey, yeah, there you go. I really like this. I think it's good. I don't think the pear's overbearing at all. Yeah, I don't know. I
find this-
enjoy it. What do you
Well-
think it would pair well with?
Ba-dum-bow.
Shitty puns.
Cheese.
Cheese would be a good idea.
What kind of cheese?
Sharp sort of cheese.
I was thinking the same thing.
What, like a sharp brie? That doesn't exist.
Yeah,
A sharp cheddar,
You
a
never
sharp
know, man.
gorgonzola. Does that
Mm,
exist? A
maybe-
sharp blue,
Maybe a sharp, Mr. Sharp Cheddar.
sharp gouda,
I don't know, man. I wish I was a cheese guy.
sharp
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yeah, ditto.
You named so many that I was like, whoa, what?
We should learn more about cheeses.
I'd like an extra sharp white.
You are an extra sharp white.
Yes, I.
Good God. Oh, man, it's fun. This is good, though, man. If I were to go in for a rating on this one, and I will, 3.75. Pretty solid.
What was it
choice.
on Untapped again?
3.89.
I think that's probably right where it belongs. I'll agree. I like the 3.75 rating a lot.
Yeah, very palatable. I do like the mouthfeel,
Yeah.
and I wrote down 375 as well.
Noise.
And a long ago.
We are all in agreement. This is a very smooth, sippable beer. 375.
Cool.
All right.
So just going to get into some news real quick. Not a whole lot going on in the world, but there's definitely stuff happening.
What's going on?
One thing that's going on is New Belgium. There's some happenings there. Boy, is there. They sold out to Kieran
Yes, they did.
for a kind of an undisclosed amount of money, but it's assumed around $500 million.
Holy shit.
So for the uninformed, what is Kieran?
Kieran is a massive liquor and alcohol conglomerate out of Japan,
Mhm.
kind of like an Anheuser-Busch or a Miller Coors or Heineken, but Japanese. One of the biggest. I'm not quite sure where they rank, but they're very high up there. Kieran Ichiban is one of their obviously most famous ones. Sapporo, Lucky Buddha, a whole bunch of spirits and as well.
I think
Wines.
Sapporo is AB InBev, but I think that might be the only one that you
Yeah,
listed.
you're probably right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like Lucky Buddha. They have really cool bottles.
Those bottles
They
are
are.
dope as shit. They're
Yeah.
so fucking adorable, man. It's green little Buddha bottles. The beers, it's
Yeah.
all right. But the fact that you get to drink it out of those bottles definitely knocks it up a bit of a rating there. But
Yeah.
it's just a bit of a bummer. A lot of people are in like Colorado, Fort Collins, are saying that they feel betrayed by New Belgium. Because they said it's employee owned and employee powered. Is the fourth biggest craft brewery in the United States.
Yes.
It holds a lot of weight, and like I said, they prided themselves on being independent and employee powered, and well, that's gone. So that makes me a little sad, man.
Yeah,
Gotta be honest.
I
A little
really
sad by this
wonder
one.
what the ramifications and like how the employees decided to make that decision and how they, whether they voted on it, whether it was kind of upper management. I mean, or if there's a majority stakeholder somewhere.
I'm curious too. I have no idea though.
Because I mean, when you become an employee there, you get stock shares essentially, and you own a portion of the business.
That don't mean you have any say in it though.
Well, and that's my point.
Yeah, you own a stock while somebody's holding, 51% of the company. so.
Exactly. And yeah,
It's like Costco kind of does the same thing, but those cashiers aren't making any decisions.
well, Winco as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I don't think they do that anymore.
Winco?
Yeah. Do they?
No,
still?
it's still all employee owned.
Oh, that's right. Because the longer you go, the more. Anyways.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But I'm a little sad by it. But I will say their Voodoo Ranger series, as of late, has been shit.
Yeah.
And that's just before this. Kind of been from a lot of the sites that I'm on and follow. It's kind of seem. I don't know if shit would maybe be the right word. That might be a bit harsh, but lackluster. A little disappointing for sure. Yeah.
Are we sad about this as a podcast? Like
I am
in regards to drinking their beer.
No. Probably. Well,
we haven't featured a lot of their beer on here.
Well,
Anyways.
because it's just so easy to get New Belgium. They're
Yeah.
nothing special at this point. They've always been, their OG craft beer, and I think that's a larger part of the reason why they're number 4 is they have been around forever. The Fat Tire was for the longest time the only craft beer that people thought existed 10 years ago. So I think that's a large reason why. But we'll see. I would like to see how else it unfolds. If they all of a sudden lay off 500 employees or something to that effect, I might be less likely to drink their beer. But I don't think it'd have an effect on this podcast.
I don't think so. I mean,
Pending further developments.
yeah, I just, yeah.
They're not racist or nothing.
No, yeah.
They're
I
founders.
don't have any problem with them. Yeah.
We've only had 5 beers from this brewery on our podcast so far. And the
Out
highest
of 400 beers.
now 400.
Mhm.
The Freem was our 400th beer.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And the highest rated one was their 1554.
I do enjoy that beer.
Yeah, I've got it right here. Actually,
Look at that.
Hey,
it's my sipper.
look at that.
It's good.
So, like I said, they don't have bad beer. That's one thing about them. Their beers as a whole are reliable and sometimes good, but it's the way business is done sometimes. But let us know if you guys have any more details or nitty gritty things. Send us some links. Put them on the Brewnomics Brew Crew Facebook page.
Yeah,
Do it.
this is kind of interesting news right after we heard that, last week that Windmere and the whole collective there with Red
Mhm.
Hook and all them are selling out to AB
Exactly.
Kona.
Local beer news. You guys want to hear about this?
Yes, please.
Have you seen the new Coors Edge cans?
Ugh. Yes, and I'm very disappointed.
So Edge Brewing is a brewery that we've profiled a few times on here. They're a local Idaho brewery. I really like these guys. Pretty dang good beer. Really good food if you go to their brew pub. The Edge that Coors is using is pretty blatantly the same fucking font. And when this first came out, it was actually released in Canada. This is like their shitty non-alcoholic beer. Edge sent them a letter of like,
Cease and desist.
so guys, that sure looks familiar. And I posted this on our Brewnomics Brew Crew, and one of our followers was like, I don't think they've done anything wrong. They had Edge years ago. And I was like, yeah, they did. And so did Keystone. It's not a matter of the name that they're upset about. It's the fact that it's clearly the same fucking font. And I found pictures posted of the original ones and posted them on there, and you could see how much they've changed it. I don't know. It's another clear case of copyright infringement as far as I'm concerned. And these are the same motherfuckers that are getting sued by Stone for doing the same thing with their Keystone cans.
Yep. I mean, it's the exact same crime.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Literally the exact same by the same fucking company. How stupid are these idiots? They're the same idiots at Anheuser-Busch that did it with Patagonia. Like, what the fuck, man? Just make your own goddamn design. You have that much money, but no fucking originality. No wonder you keep getting sued, you twat waffles. Just how I feel about it.
It's cool.
We all liked the twat waffle.
Yeah.
We're laughing very much about that.
I heard no laughter
Oh, on the inside.
on the inside.
I'm processing twat waffle still, and I
Yes.
feel really happy about it. It's kind of like a double entendre, really, because they can't make up their mind, so they're wafflers, but they're also super huge twats. So I mean,
Well, and
It's a
the
good
waffle
choice.
has good deep syrup pockets.
oh sure,
So, and that fits perfectly.
absolutely. I mean, it was very intentional on your part with the twat waffle.
Mhm.
Solid choice, man.
It was.
Yeah.
It's my opinion of Miller Coors. Hashtag twat waffles.
T-Dubs.
T-dubs.
All right.
Change it from MC to T-dubs.
That's what it is now. That's their name.
All right, let's move on. Out of beer news then.
Okay.
Quick wrestling news. Jerry's Wrestling Corner. Just because I want to talk about this briefly, because it's absurd to me that in today's world shit can still happen. I've told you guys a little bit about the NWA. Right.
Wait. You forgot. You jumped the bell. Ding, ding. Now you can go.
Thank you. The match has officially started. So NWA is a really cool new show. It was the oldest wrestling league in America, brought back recently by Billy Corgan. They have a recurring TV show that they release on Tuesdays on YouTube and Facebook for free. It's an hour. It's quite entertaining. Jim Cornette, he was one of their commentators.
What happened?
Well, he got in trouble a few times because he always fucking runs his mouth and says stupid shit. He's first off, he's a dude that hates anything that's not like old school wrestling. He's said things about like women in wrestling, certain hardcore matches. That's neither here nor there, but just a loudmouth. But at first, he got in trouble and had to apologize because he said something that made light of suicide. What was like, if you don't like this type of wrestling, you should kill yourself or whatever. And it's like, come on, Jim. Can't say this as a commentator. And he was like, I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. And then another thing where he's like, we have real men here, no midgets or like, it's just shit like that. But the last one he said where he was forced to resign was in this reference to this match. It was, I don't even remember, Nick Aldis versus Trevor Murdoch. Trevor Murdoch's the only man, tell me if this seems appropriate to say, that can strap a bucket of fried chicken to his back and ride a motorcycle across Ethiopia.
That's probably not appropriate to
Yeah,
say.
I'm just gonna say that's a big not okay.
So first off, I'm not sure what the fuck that even means.
Yeah, it's definitely racist.
He came out and said it's not racist. It was a famine joke because of the 1980s famine of Ethiopia.
That doesn't make it any better.
It was a Starvin' Marvin joke.
That is,
Because
again, not any
A
better.
bucket of fried chicken is a better visual than a plate of sushi. Those are his words. This dumb motherfucker.
Jesus.
And there's some people like defending him, like, well, I don't get it. What he said wasn't so bad. I was like, yeah,
There's people
you
that are
clearly
defending Trump.
don't
so-
fucking get it.
Yeah.
But so he gone. I don't know who they're going to replace him with, but apparently not a racial comment.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
flabbergasted.
I'm
that he-
kind of blown away that would even cross his fucking mind. I'm like, don't they teach you like cultural sensitivity when you're a broadcaster?
And this is
like,
what I love about certain people too. Like just going through, and yeah, you'd think they would teach them shit like that or like things you don't say on the air in 2019.
These are the no's.
Black people and fried chicken jokes probably don't do them.
Yeah.
He missed that memo.
He apparently did. But like, because obviously I follow a lot of wrestling pages and motherfuckers are just like, he's not racist, he's a Democrat. And I'm just like, wait,
What?
just because you're a Democrat doesn't mean you can't be
Yeah,
racist.
They're not mutually
Like-
exclusive, a-hole. Good Lord.
I just love, he votes blue though. He can't be. I was like, what the fuck sort of argument? The wrestling fans are sometimes just, they're closely behind the douchiest fans of their own fandom next to Star Wars. They're just like real, and they're fucking real close
Couple
too.
teeth short of
It's-
full set of dentures.
Oh, and quite literally. It just doesn't have like the same pop culture mainstreamness as Star Wars. But
Yeah.
that's it. That's all I'll say. Don't say stupid shit like that on the air, people. God, especially
Yeah.
it's not a comedy series. It's a wrestling show. And even if it is, that's not a good joke.
No. That's a terrible joke. Plus, like Starvin' Marvin only gets away with it because it's South Park, and their breadth of like shows lets them do that. And even then, it's still not okay, but they do it.
Yeah, and they're known to be controversial.
Exactly.
They're not trying to bring back an old school charming wrestling league and be hindered by stupid shit like suicide jokes, making fun of midgets and black people. Like, come
Jesus.
on,
Yeah.
dude.
That's definitely the trifecta. of
Especially
no's.
since I'm pretty sure there's not a black person on that roster either.
Oh, that's even worse. Yeah.
The other thing is, you get into like the idea of comedy and like what is okay to make fun of and what is not. And if you make fun of all of them, nobody can say one thing about it because that's the whole idea.
Sure,
So
but
we all
there's
have
also
things that can be made fun of. But you're right. There is a level of sensitivity with this.
well, a level of sensitivity, a place and time, and a circumstance in a show that calls for that.
Mhm.
Wrestling is not one of those.
No, you're absolutely right.
So
No.
that's it. Enough of this story. I'll move on.
Okay.
Fucking idiot. Good riddance, Jim Cornette.
Yeah. Peace out.
Oh, I did tweet something though that was super well received and got retweeted like 46 times, even by a few pro wrestlers.
Humble brag.
Not like super pro wrestlers, like indie guys, but it's like I wrote a poem for NWA Power. That's the name of the show. Roses are red, violets are blue. Jim Cornette's a piece of shit. And that was it. And apparently people liked the fuck out of it.
I think it's brilliant.
That's
I thought
great.
so too.
Yeah, it's right up there with Pikachu's butthole.
Pikachu butt plug.
Oh, sorry, Pikachu.
And then
Thank
got
you for
Top
correcting
Waffle.
me.
I mean, you're just gold tonight, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, we have to write these down. Oh, look, we have a podcast. Hey, we're okay.
Oh, good lord. And let's see. Almost last bit of news, two quick bits, both around the DC news. This one, just Henry Cavill had an interview with Variety. All he said was, I have not given up hope on playing Superman again. So he still wants to. There's just literally zero plans for Superman currently in the DC universe.
That makes
It's
sense.
interesting.
But apparently Henry Cavill's still down. If they do continue to use Superman, one, do you guys want that? And do you want it to be Henry Cavill? Discuss. Shut up, Will Paul. You first.
I wasn't even going to start. Go
You
ahead.
look like you were.
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Paula, please continue.
Oh, what? Oh, I say give it to someone else. I would love to see Superman done in a really, really, just a really, really good Superman movie. Like in part of just like of Logan or something that really hits you in the feels.
100%. So let's get a frame of reference here. What's one of your favorite Superman movies, or which Superman movie do you feel like has done well, if there are any?
I would say the animated ones, like All-Star
Okay.
Superman.
Superman 4.
Fucking all-star Superman.
Reparo Vision.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I definitely second that. Fucking Superman All-Star. That is one of my favorite.
Absolutely
movies.
phenomenal. But Henry Cavill, though.
Henry Cavill, though, you know what? I'm probably on the other side of that one. I'd be pretty okay with Henry Cavill doing it. I think he's a pretty okay Superman. Plus, I want to see kind of a rightly done sequel to Man of Steel.
Okay, so you do want Superman to continue, and you do want it to be Henry Cavill.
I'd be okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be okay
Cool.
with building that one.
I don't want Superman to continue.
Okay.
I kind of like the direction they're going with the new DC universe. I'd like him to have more of a Shazam-focused one because, in a lot of ways, he has a lot of the same powers as Superman. A lot of ways he doesn't.
Mhm.
Granted, but I kind of like that aspect of him and them being a little bit, I don't know, just different. But if you're going to continue with Superman, I absolutely think it should be Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
I think he is a good Superman. I'd like him to be a better Clark Kent,
agreed.
mind you, and I think he can. I think there's work for him to do so, and I think he's shown it in later movies that he's probably capable of being able to do both. And just don't grow a mustache.
There's that. Yeah.
So I ultimately I'd like to see him do it. Plus the dude, I mean, physically, holy fucking shit, he is Superman.
He
Good
is
God, he is an Adonis.
Physically, he is just overwhelming. I watched this video of him like working out, dude. It was like just the craziest thing in the world to me. Just getting like some workout tips, like I'm gonna. But I was just like, hey, how does this work for you, Henry Cavill? You're pretty jacked.
dude.
Guy's just solid.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
It's
I'd be
crazy.
okay with him continuing it. I want them to have a really good plot, though. And that has been a problem for Superman since all of the movies.
That's true.
Yes.
That is true. I really didn't mind the Man of Steel plot for the most part. at all. I actually enjoyed it. Um,
No,
some of the real estate scheme stuff with Lex Luger in the past has always been
Lex Luthor.
kind of. Thank you.
Lex Luger's a wrestler.
Luger.
Yeah.
oh, I thought he was just making fun of him.
Oh no, that was a complete
No, the
slip.
complete Freudian slip. So you're right. The story aspect has been difficult, but I think they can do it. And I think especially like to Paula's point with Superman All-Star and a few other ones, they've shown that the stories are there. We've just got to figure out how to do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And well, you're right too about him not being a super good Clark Kent. I think Christopher Reeves did a great job at balancing both
So
those
good.
incredibly well.
And that's what ultimately one of the hardest, even years, 20, 30 years later, whatever it is. And even with having movies like Superman 4 and 5 and 3, 3's all right. He is still the iconic, the definitive Superman, and a lot of it is he was such a good Clark Kent too. It seemed like he changed his physiology between the two when you were like, that's why they don't know Clark Kent is Superman.
Exactly.
And you definitely don't get that with Henry Cavill. I don't think you got that with Brandon Ruth. So yeah, you just got to work on that. Acting tips from Jerry and Vic.
Yep.
Final casting for the Batman has been announced. One more character has come on board, and now it's just to start initial photography, principal photography, if you want to get fancy. Carmine Falcone is apparently going to be the main bad guy. One of the main bad guys.
I was going to say one of the or
along with one of the many. But I like that they're going with Carmine Falcone. He's a great mob boss. You guys know the casting?
I read it. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
I don't know.
It's John Turturro.
That's right.
No
Yes.
way.
I'm so interested to see this. Part of it's like, John Turturro I fucking love this dude. He's got some of the best comedic timing on the planet. And I'm really curious to see how he does something like a mob boss. I've never seen him play a character remotely near that I can think of.
If I could jump in real quick, I would say I really hope that he does not play him like the agent from Sector 7 in Transformers.
Oh, no shit.
That would be the worst.
Mhm.
But if he plays him almost like the same character that he played in the movie Quiz Show, this movie's going to be good.
Mhm.
It's going to be real good.
Well, he's shown that he's an insanely versatile actor.
Mhm.
He can do great character work from Big Lebowski to A Brother Where Art Thou, to your point, Quiz Show, and several others. But fuck yeah. I mean, I will not hold him responsible for anything that happened in Transformers. I'll just blame Michael Bay for all that shit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But that's pretty fun, man.
That's exciting. I kind of want to see like a blend of actually John Turturro's Big Lebowski role and a little bit of the Sector 7, but I don't want any of the comedic pieces. I want him to really lean into like the fear and the crazy and
The intimidation.
So
Absolutely.
do I. Like I said, I don't want to see him play a joke character. I want him to play like a legit mob boss.
And I think he will, and he's definitely got the chops to do it. And God, man, I'm actually really excited about that. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I think it's a great choice. I love it a lot. I'm actually, this is a star-studded fucking legit ass cast that's coming together for this movie.
Yeah.
So as long as they have a good script and production goes well, this could be a damn good move.
They're definitely trying.
Who are the, like, if we could list out what are the main villains in this? I know we've got, was it Penguin, Two-Face, and now Carmine Falcone, and one more, Catwoman. That are kind of in there. I think this would be, if they make it to be kind of like a mob fight, for power, this could be a really good movie.
Just like a gang war battle.
Yeah, and it doesn't
essentially.
have to be like overly dark like The Dark Knight was, but I feel like they could pull it off.
It'll be good setup for the background. Like these gangs are already pre-established, and this is what's happening within the city.
Mhm.
You're already
Yeah.
getting a lot just right from the get-go in the story.
Absolutely. And so, and just more on that casting piece right there, I'm looking at the cast on IMDb. So we have Robert Pattinson, of course, Bruce Wayne, Zoe Kravitz, Selena Kyle, Catwoman, Andy Serkis is Pennyworth, Alfred. Colin Farrell, of course, is the Penguin. We have Paul Dano as the Riddler. Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon. I don't know if we've talked about that. And then we also, John Turturro as Carmine Falcone. There's a lady named Jamie Lawson. Her role has not been stated yet, but she is on the cast.
I really don't want them to do Vicky Vale. There's a whole bunch of different bat targeted like crushes or ladies that he's kind of run into over the years. They could choose somebody else.
Yeah, Jamie Lawson, she is a black lady. I don't know what that means, but we'll see. That's all I can tell you. I've never heard of her before.
Dude, Batman's laid some pipe. He's
He
got it around.
He really has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got to lean into that billionaire playboy
Well,
kind of
just
piece
Batman
right
and
there.
Jen, you know, like he just fucks, man.
I want that on a t-shirt, man. Batman just fucks, you know?
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's I mean, yeah, when your
He likes his
superpowers are
dangerous
money.
ladies, you know. It's like,
Yeah. Gets into Selena Kyle, fucking Talia Al
He's
Ghul,
already planned to like take you down. If you plan to take him down,
basically.
but they're gonna fuck.
Like he's gonna get his rocks off for sure.
I guess as a person, I'd be like, Batman's intriguing to me as well. Also, I don't know. I feel like I fuck Batman.
You kind of want to. I mean,
Yeah.
you're a little bit
Fuck,
scared, but
yeah.
you're a little bit turned on. You got like a fear boner happening. You're not sure what's gonna happen or what to expect.
I bet Batman fucks like a bitch. That's why I put so much time into
There you
crime
go.
fighting, and not being a playboy as much, is because he got a weak ass wiener. That's his one flaw. Tiny little useless dick.
He doesn't seem like he's a giver.
Definitely not. He just lays there.
Yeah.
Bat grunt. Bat grunt. Bat grunt.
Did you say bat grunt?
Yeah.
Bat grunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bat grunt. Very gravelly.
Oh my God. Changes his voice, and then that's
Yeah.
when they find out that he's Batman.
Wait a second. That sounds familiar.
All right. Moving on with an aptly named beer. This is
forgot. Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is a beer podcast too. Not just Batman
This is-
skeets.
this is called Treasure Hunter, and it's a sour session IPA. This is from Little Beast Brewing out in Portland, Oregon. This beer was given to me by a good friend of mine, Greg Labato.
What's up, Greg?
Yeah. Work with him. He's a really good friend and we've just been kind of trading beers back and forth. Been a little bit of my project pupil and been trying to open up his palate a little bit. And so he's been giving me other stuff. He's like, oh, have you ever tried one of these? And nope. I mean, he went to Portland the other day and brought me this back. I was very surprised and said, hey, I'll have to have that on the cast. So this is it's a sour session India Pale Ale, and it's 4.7 ABV, and there's no IBUs listed on the thing. Do we have anything coming up on Untapped, Vic?
Yeah, I just echo the 4.7% is listed. It says no IBUs are listed as well. This is rated at a 3.78, derived from 261 ratings, and there is no synopsis of this beer.
Fucking 2 Oregon beers in a row, huh?
Yeah, it just kind of happened.
I mean, they are one of the largest, craft brewery capitals of the United States.
Yeah, and we're West, so we've got 5 states to choose from. So
This is interesting. Yeah, I can definitely get sour just off the nose on this one.
So not much on Untapped. Did you see? Do they have a website?
I haven't checked.
Okay, cool.
We'll get there. Calm your tits down.
I
It's
just
fine.
want to see if they have a description. I'm nervous about this. You guys have sipped it. I haven't sipped it. I typically don't like the sours.
I'm interested to see what PK has to say about this. I know this might be the second time that I'm putting him on the spot right away and right in front.
My
But
pants are off. I mean, that's why
well,
Oh,
yes,
I
is
saw
fine.
that.
Damn,
You're
I
comfy.
can't see it from here.
they cannot. But now they know.
Oh.
Oh, I have an under camera underneath the table just for that.
Nice.
It's
Oh,
nice.
cool.
Yeah,
Cool. Yeah, you have
Yes.
to pay for that.
you do.
Well, that one streams exclusively to Pornhub. So
Oh yeah. Well,
Cockcam.com.
You are the gold.
God, I love it. Yeah,
it's the Concock Cam.
it's good old C squared. Yeah. Oh man.
It's not overbearing. It's not too powerful. I think as a sour. Don't fall
I
back
was
down.
going to say your dick or the beer.
Sometimes.
Okay.
So it's friendly.
Once again, your dick or the beer?
Exactly. You beat me to it. Shit.
Cheers, man. That was good. Thank you.
Oh man, yeah. I forgot where this is from.
What's the ABV on this bitch? Low?
4.7.
Yep.
I'm gonna give this beer a 2.75.
Why?
That's all right.
Just
It's-
okay.
I mean, yeah, it's a sour. It's an IPA. I don't know why those need to be mixed. And it's 4.7. But thanks, Greg. I appreciate it. Keep up the beers.
Yeah, this seems like a very much a gateway beer, for somebody that's trying to get into sours that's maybe transitioning from an IPA.
I would use this as a gateway into a better beer, which would
Wow.
be most other beers.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell me how you really feel.
I'm just thinking, it's got that weird blend feel to it, but that's me.
Again, you don't need to blend a sour in an IPA
Well,
and then fucking make it 4.7%. A lot of IPAs are higher ABV. A lot of sours are higher ABV. Yet somehow you fucked it up and made it 4.7. Come on. What's the name of this brewery?
Little
Beast.
Come on, little beast.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with your rating there, Jerry. In fact, I'm gonna maybe even one up you a little bit in that I think this deserves a 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2.5 for me. I don't think I'd come back to it, but again, thank you, Greg.
As a sour drinker, I would agree with Will. It can be used as a gateway sour if you're trying to get if your palate is into the tartness of anything. Like it's super tart. For me, it's a bit too tart.
Thank you, PK.
I would say, but dude, 2.75. It's all right. I'm not yelling at it.
Is it yelling at you?
Sometimes. A little
Okay.
bit. It's in my mouth.
Yeah. The positive thing to this beer is it's got a really nice mouth feel. Like it's very crispy. It's got bubbly. It's kind of light, and which I kind of appreciate. But
It's got a very cool label with like the gems on it and stuff. It's cute, attractive looking label.
yeah, lots of diamonds.
Smells good.
Yeah, the smell is nice. The aroma is good. The nose is good. I'm gonna do a 2.75 as well. Otherwise, this beer is not super special to me. It is tart, and it's not shaking my hand like a firm adult handshake should.
Yeah, and I am curious. Again, this was gifted to Will, but what the price point is on this?
I honestly don't know. He didn't say.
Because yeah, sours also tend to be on the more expensive side.
Yeah,
too.
and this is just a 16 ounce. If I had to guess, I would guess like $5.
I'm gonna
Maybe
change
maybe
mine.
4.75.
to a 2.25.
No, you're gonna one up me again. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I
Good with
was going to
that.
join you, but I decided to take it all the way down, especially after seeing that nobody else rated it above a 3. I'm like, okay, I was being generous at first.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm
No, that's admirable. Way to be honest.
2.25.
Well, and it's interesting. They've really combined 3 styles here, which I was kind of forgetting. A sour, sessionable India Pale Ale.
Mhm.
It's 3 styles in one.
And that's the other thing. Don't fucking make an IPA sessionable. There's no requirements as far as what an ABV should be on an IPA.
No.
But let's be real, there's the kind of quiet requirements, and it's definitely above 5%. I would say 5.5.
I kind of agree.
Why
with
can't a
that.
beer be sessionable at 5.5? Why does it have to be under 5.5 to be sessionable? You motherfuckers are starting to call Imperials when they're or non-imperial beers Imperials when they're under 8%. So make them sessionable at above 5%. Get it together, brewery world.
Get it together. Yeah, I just think they're not sure. I think they can do probably one of these 3 things super well, but they're trying to do 3 things, and it's not just being received super well.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Word.
Word?
What was the untapped rating on this?
I think it was like 3.83.
How we just fucked that up.
Yeah, it's a 3.78 apparently.
Not no mo.
That was close.
That's
Yeah.
about to go down.
Yep, 261 from 261 rating. So I think these people just probably like sours as a whole, and they may be falsely rating it. Just once again, they're trying to do 3 things at once, and something's going to suffer here, which is the whole beer, I think.
Well, it's a small sample size too.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, and if it's targeted by sour drinkers, like you said, yeah.
They're friends of the brewery.
Cool.
Sorry, no disrespect. Little
Little
beaver, little
bit, little beast.
beast.
Little beast. Oh, that's what Drax calls the Raken. Yeah,
Oh, that's right. The trash panda.
yeah. Rocket.
Yeah. Okay. The raking threw me off there for a second. I didn't
Oh, you
pick
never
up on
watched
it.
Trailer Park Boys, huh?
No,
That's why.
Okay.
but I got what you're laying down.
We get you.
Why don't we take a little quick break and then we'll come back, play some trivia, and we'll hang out a bit.
Yeah, man.
I like that. Let's
Cool.
do it.
All right. Cheers.
Break.
Hi, everybody. We have a lot of people watching. Even on YouTube, at one point we had like 3 people, which is far and above.
That's 3 times.
I'm just getting clearing out the wax, hopefully.
Okay, cool.
Just getting the wax out of the way. But what's the? You want to go? You want me to go?
I'll do it. Give it. I'll do it. It's too close to your computer and other areas of
Electronics. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Appreciate that.
Bring us back, Vic.
All right.
Or will he bring us back? We're doing the
trivia. Okay.
Do you want to do the beer first or the trivia then the beer?
We'll do the beer first. That way we have the beer to sip on.
With context. Yeah.
And yeah, with context. And you can drink out of
So it's definitely not going to be a drinking game beer.
It's not a drinking game beer,
That's
but we
for
have
heck
enough
sure.
sippers, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
my zipper's full. It's pretty much full.
Nice.
Vic,
Yeah.
do you got one?
Yeah. Good. Wait. Well, I'll probably need another one.
All right, and let's. I'll get you the mango one that's in the fridge, the mango IPA.
You sure?
Yeah, if you're
All
cool with that. I mean, it's only another 2 seconds.
Okay.
I'm
One
good.
Mississippi. Two
Oh, I'm late.
Mississippi.
2 minutes. Okay.
3 Mississippi. This
Thanks,
mother-
Well. Yeah.
This motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, we're live
All right.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
But nowhere.
What the fuck?
What the fuck happened? Are you okay?
Your fridge, the door there,
Sometimes it's a real motherfucker,
Like-
dude.
just caught my.
Oh,
fingers.
if you, yeah, that's why whenever I do it now, I reach for just like the inside,
yeah.
and I just do that, because we've all got by that motherfucker.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Which is
I've
annoying.
been. This is my second time
yeah.
Yeah.
that I've got.
Well, because the
That
fridge
sucks.
before that was perfect, you couldn't do it the way it would open. But this one's
Yeah.
just
There's
a
no space.
bee's dick too small,
Yep.
where it'll crush your goddamn fingies.
Sorry, man. Well, I appreciate your sacrifice there.
You're good, dude.
We heard the squeal in
Yeah,
here.
we're like,
What the
shit.
fuck?
Sorry, man.
No,
Okay.
you're good. It's okay. All right.
Do you need a second? You good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. It didn't hurt that bad. I've got eye pain tolerance, anyways.
Alrighty. You're a champion.
Cool. Count me down.
All right. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome back, Brew Crew. I hope you enjoyed that ad. I hope you learned something about yourself or just something interesting about the world. Anyways, we're going to move on. We've got our beer up. This is the Boise Brewing's Black Cliffs American Stout, and this is aged in bourbon barrels, this version. I picked this up, I want to say around June of this year. Cost
Pretty close. It's aged in rye whiskey barrels.
rye whiskey barrels. I wasn't looking at the label. Thank you, Jerry.
True.
And yeah, picked it up in June this year. I think it cost like $12.99 a bottle. And I had to go out there like on the day that they released it in order to try
it's
and
fancy. It's got that wax top. We getting fancy tonight. First we start corked and caged, and now for our I'd tap that segment, we got us a wax top in this bitch.
yeah. Speaking of our I Tap That segment, PK, would you mind telling everybody a little bit about what the I Tap That segment is, what it means, all that?
Well, our I Tap That segment is a little bit of a tradition here we do at Brewnomics. We pick a local beer, that has to be from Idaho, and we decide collectively if we would actually put this beer, drink this beer in a keg. A regular keg, mini keg, some sort of keg. Keg it. It's going to be drinking for a while.
Yeah.
That means we like it. But we have to have at least a unanimous, 3 out of 4 people have to agree upon if we would. have
Majority
that.
rule. Yeah.
In this case.
And sometimes we hate it.
That's true. That's true. Thankfully, the nice thing about Idaho is we have really good beer, and a lot of times we don't hate it. But there have been times. And then we got some weird ones, but we've gotten better at our picks as the time goes on. We like to be nice to our breweries. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting one because, again, it's an intense beer. It's an expensive beer. It's potentially a strange one. Haven't tried it yet. But a rye whiskey barrel-aged Black Cliffs American Stout from Boise Brewing. From Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
What do you got on Untapped for us, Victor? If anything.
It's it's pretty new. So this is actually sitting at, it says 7% alcohol by volume, 70 IBUs. It's got a 4.23 on the rating, and that is only derived from 52 ratings.
So looking up on our stats, we have had the non-rye whiskey barrel version of this beer.
Correct.
And all three of you guys, I was not on the show at that time, as that was episode 5, so way early in the show.
Oh my gosh, almost 90 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You guys all gave it a 2.5. So right dead even middle. So I'm really hoping that the whiskey, brings out a little bit more. Plus, that was 2 years ago, and recipes change and grow and evolve, and
So do our palates.
Mhm.
exactly.
Wow, this is interesting. Like, I've always wanted to do this, and I know we haven't had the rye whiskey version, but since we have had a version of this Black Cliffs, it's kind of nice to kind of compare. And do you have our untapped scores from this?
You
said 2.5, kind of
Yeah.
average, right?
All three.
All three we unanimously rated.
Unanimously rated at
Okay.
2.5. So I'm sorry to give that away to you guys. I wish I would have
No.
held that back now.
Man.
But yeah, hopefully that doesn't skew your judgment on this beer.
I'm curious.
It does not. I feel embarrassed.
I get a lot of chocolate on the nose right away just off the sniff.
Yeah, I am kind of mad at myself.
Why do you feel embarrassed, Paula?
Because I liked it. I really like this right now. It was the evolution of our taste buds, though. And
I also think it was at a time when we were doing a fuck ton of stouts, and I think we might have been outed.
Out of stated, huh?
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Give me a second. I can pull up the information on that, unless you were drinking stouts outside of the podcast. But
That could be. Well, if it was our 4th episode, that means it
Fifth.
was 5th episode. That means it was sometime in February or March. Probably March makes sense.
February, and we were actually drinking a lot of IPAs.
That's what it felt like to me. Yeah, I'm kind of mad at myself and doing this like comparison because my palate was not where it is now. It just shows me how much that I've grown really as a person, my taste buds, and just as a beer drinker and an adult.
Episode 5 was also probably the first episode that we really started making sure that we were rating all of our beers too. So I don't really have a lot of numbers comparison on episodes 1 through 4 for you, but yeah, a lot of it. I think I see a porter, and that's it. Everything else was either a red or an imperial IPA.
Okay, wow.
I think episode 3. Yeah, episode 3 was all the Ninsaki IPA triple hop pack. So there you go.
The what?
The Ninsaki?
Yes, I did that on purpose.
Okay.
Of course you did.
Ninkasi, Ninkasi,
Oh
whatever.
God, you're the best.
This is pretty good, but I don't feel anywhere near as embarrassed as you two.
Oh, dude,
Really?
go on.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fight?
What would you? Okay, then what would you rate it then?
This one?
Yeah.
So I do enjoy it, but it is a stout. It is very boozy for 7%. Incredibly boozy for 7%. And it's all right. It definitely lingers on the palate. I'd give it a 3.
That's still a jump up from what you had before.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's probably the rye whiskey, because I do like a good rye whiskey, but it also makes it a little too boozy. 3. Notice that was like a little inflection.
There's a question mark at the end.
Yeah.
You're
Not
not quite so sure. Are you not quite so sure trending higher or trending lower?
That would be trending higher.
Okay.
Maybe lower. Like I might go a 2.75, but I'm gonna sit around a 3.
I'm keeping it at 3 for now on my
Let's take a
official
3
record
for
book.
now. Yes.
Vic.
Yeah. It's velvety. It's got the thickness to it. I do get chocolatey. I'm not getting a lot of booziness though, man. I'll be honest.
Well, and for what it's worth, this they did say, to age it a bit. And so, like, again, this was bottled and everything in the summer of this year. This is the 2019 variant. But yeah, this has been bottled and stored at a cool temperature for 6 months.
Interesting. So yeah, properly stored.
Yeah, it's perfectly stored
Interesting. All right.
and
yeah.
aged.
Honestly, I'd probably go with 3.5 on this one. I know I haven't been the hugest fan and proponent of porters, but this one is my porters, stouts, dark beers in general. This is a really good beer. I like it a lot. I'm not getting a lot of the booziness that you're getting from it. But I have also been drinking fairly heavily this whole weekend, and so might
What
be a
about
little
you,
numb to
Willard Paul?
that.
Do you get the booziness? Is that just me? Because I feel like it's definitely prevalent.
There's a hint there, right? Especially at the end on the finish, I think.
On the finish, really?
I get booze all around, and that's the reason why I like it. You know,
Wow.
from the booze.
I even get it in the smell.
Exactly. It's all very strong for Jerry and I apparently.
Interesting, huh?
But you guys never answered the question though.
Which
Would
is
you tap it?
No,
That's true.
I'm a no.
He and no. What you big?
I'd be a no as well. It's a
Yeah,
good
no.
beer, but I can't drink this all night. I can't continue. I can't have like 8 of these at once and feel like the world's okay. You know, like
So that right there means it's not getting tapped.
It's not getting
It's not
tapped.
getting
Yeah.
But what about you two? What do you think?
yeah.
I quite like this beer. For me it's no, I'm switching it back and forth from like a 3.75 to a 4.
Oh,
I gave it a 3.75. This is something I wouldn't tap because it's just too rich.
It's it's a
Mhm.
rich beer, exactly.
And it's just like you can't just keep continuing drinking it. But it's definitely a beer. You know, it's coming in the wintertime, man. You know, it's a beer that I prefer to go to when it's snowing.
for sure. If you're stuck in a cabin, this is a great beer.
Totally.
I could see myself tapping this.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like if I'm gonna be, drinking during the day, doing yard work or whatnot, this would be a good finisher right at the end. Just right before you go up and you take a shower. You don't want the stout in the shower. A different lighter beer with you in the shower, but
Yeah, you don't want
Um,
to warm the stout up for sure.
yeah, like right at the end, especially in a cool fall crisp day, kind of warm you up a little bit.
It's a winter warmer, man. Absolutely.
I tend to agree with PK. I'm kind of hovering around a 3.75 or a 4, so I'm going to go 3.75 as well. I don't know what it is. I feel like for as thick as it is, it maybe I'm expecting something more complex. Like I'm expecting the character to evolve as I continue to drink this beer, and it's not.
I could see that.
And maybe that's why I'm not rating it as high as I would other stouts.
It is very simple. Yeah.
And it's straightforward.
It's letting you know what it's about. It's rye whiskey stout.
Even though it's not getting tapped, would you tap it?
Yes, I said I would.
Oh,
Yep.
you did. Okay,
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
a small pony keg, and of course, the only reason I would think about that is because you can on a stouts they can sit for a long time. So this would like if I had like
That's true.
a two keg system,
It's a good
at my
point.
house,
It's a good
I'd
point.
probably have this as like a second.
I don't know, but I'd be a little bummed that this would take up that
Spot for so
handle
long.
for so long when I could swap
You're
it out
right.
with another beer.
It's close, but I think I'd still do
But
it.
you like the darks a lot more than
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. I do feel like the idea of getting a bomber of this and storing it properly like I did and then sharing with you guys, I think that is definitely the way to go.
Absolutely,
Oh yeah, 100%.
but not a keg.
Not a keg.
And probably not a keg. No. So yeah, I think that explains it. Not getting tapped, but good job, Boise Brewing. Still a good beer for a one-off.
It's a good beer, especially. Yeah, it's rich. It's chocolatey. It doesn't lie about what it is, but yeah, it's hard to drink for like a 6-pack of it.
It's okay.
It's fine.
That rye whiskey flavor is very prominent.
Maybe, dude, I drink a lot of rye whiskey, so I guess it's
Mhm.
not really bothering me in the least. That's why I'm not getting a lot of alcohol in the nose.
Any last thoughts, Jerry, PK?
No, I say we move on.
We
All
move
right.
on.
I'm sorry, this chair is squeaky. I'm trying not to move, but
I
I
thought you
move a
were
little
farting.
and I'm like squeak.
Squeak.
Just say green apple again. You'll be fine.
Pikachu butt plug.
Yeah, that's the new green apple for this episode.
Grape chew butt plug.
Great band name.
That's Brew Crew. That's your homework for this week is
Incognito Google.
work Pikachu butt plug into your daily conversation.
Oh yeah.
God.
Oh yeah. It's just like Pikachu.
Pikachu butt
You
plug.
can't.
Just like the
Water
Pikachu
cooler
butt
talk.
plug. Yeah. What's up?
Oh,
Oh,
what you need a Pikachu butt plug.
exactly. Hey, have you seen the new Pikachu butt plug?
I don't know if I
Awesome.
could work that into conversation.
Pika P. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, no, we're
Not
fine.
sorry.
Hashtag that people.
So this week's topic is there's not one.
Yeah.
Nope.
We know it's a season finale, so we decided we'd go out with a fizzle.
With a fizzle, with a
Yeah.
bang. You know what? I think it's been fun. Like what we've been doing here too. We're just kind of just vibing, talking, chilling, relaxing, drinking,
Next and all cool. Just shooting
and
some
some
b-ball.
b-ball.
Stop. We can't afford it. We don't
Can't-
have. We'll get
We
sued.
can't do it. Sorry, Will Smith. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're just drinking though. We're chilling.
What's the difference between a stout and a porter? I legitimately don't know. And I know there's I think there's a large part of the craft brew community that says there's not one. I think I've heard there's some difference between how roasting malt versus toasting malt. I don't know.
So I've just Googled it. A stout versus porter. Google reads that the only main difference many brewers still agree on is the kind of malt that should be used to brew each type of beer. Porters use malted barley, and stouts are primarily made from unmalted roasted barley, which is where the coffee flavor most people associate with stout comes from.
Hey, there you go. Thank you. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Then you say it that way.
Yeah.
Also, on a further note, porters tend to be fruitier, sweeter, and a little bit less bitter than stouts.
I guess that's true when you see a lot of your sweet cake flavored whatever darks, there's going to be porters over stouts.
Yeah.
And you're more robust. Okay.
Yeah, stouts are going to be
Yeah,
hoppier,
okay.
drier, maltier, more coffee flavor, like Vic was saying.
I love learning things.
I love learning too.
I'm also pretty sure I broke my pinky toe last night.
Shit
Stubbed the
happens.
shit out of it.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, I came out of I was drunk as fuck. Came around the bathroom. It was like 1:30 in the morning and just kicked the shit out of my TV stand. My pinky toe's all like purple and blistered at the top of it from where I caught the corner of it and pulled it. Oh,
Yeah, you might have broke that.
yeah, it sucks.
That's kind of the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daisy stepped on it like 4 times today. Just casually oh, hey. Burp, burp, burp,
Oh,
step.
hey, I love you. I'm your doggy. I love you.
Step
Step.
on your fucking foot.
Damn.
Sorry, I just hit it against the table and
It hurts.
instead of swearing like I wanted to, decided to just explain the situation.
We could hear all the expletives underneath your breath, in your tone, really.
Fucker. I don't know how I hit it so hard. Jesus. Just ferociously walking out of the bathroom, I guess.
You never think about it, but we do. We just walk. We walk with a passion, with a
Mhm.
purpose. You stub your toe, you're like,
It's like, I got to change my
what do I gotta
t-shirt.
live for?
Crack.
Yeah.
Dude, as a kid growing up, I was so accident prone. Are you
Mhm.
kidding me? That's how I learned how to fall correctly.
I learned that from judo.
Oh, okay. Well, some of us can't afford lessons to fall correctly. We just
Dude,
learn.
I never paid for them.
My brothers and sisters called me accident prone. That was when I was like
Mhm.
3, in 3rd grade. I was like, what does that even mean? Because I just always fucking fall into shit when I was a
Yeah.
kid. It's just like the curse of having absurdly large limbs. It's
Yeah.
Lanky. Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
just lanky. Yeah.
Ditto.
No, I got the shit beat out of me too as a kid, just accidentally in a lot of ways. But I remember
I
once
fell off the playground. The playground beat me up.
pretty much, bro.
Dude.
I remember when I lived in Arizona, Tommy and I, my twin, riding bikes, and I go to pop a wheelie, and the wheel just falls off when it's up there and keeps rolling. So I come down with no front wheel. That fucking sucked.
Fuck.
There's a flip
big,
over the
I
handlebar
hit my head
situation.
hard. Oh yeah, man, I got a nasty scar from that one.
God damn.
Yeah. I
Ouch.
remember falling off. I had the top bunk, rolled off. This was in the 7th grade, also in Arizona. Fell, and all I remember is being woke up with a shin to the baseball bat because that was on the floor. Baseball bat to the shin, rather.
Ouch.
In the 7th grade, yeah, I cried like a bitch.
Yeah, it's fair, man.
That fucking sucked. What about you? Give me a how I got hurt story.
How I
It
got
doesn't
hurt.
involve getting ran over by a car. Will.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
we'll save that for a different day.
Yeah, you trump everybody, man.
I know. I'm not going to pull that card out. We'll save that for a different day.
You know, a funny bunk bed story though I had was like I literally got woken up in the middle of the night when I was like just in kindergarten because like our bunk bed that we had that I shared with my brother was falling on me at the time, and so like it was like my brother fell off the bed. He got rolled off because the top bunk fell, and like I was pinned in between the top bunk. And
Oh my
fallen.
gosh.
Like it didn't
Straight up like Step Brothers when he gets on a.
Oh, straight up, dude. It was the worst. Yeah. Like it was, especially too, because like I was at the right amount of tired where I wasn't sure what was real and what wasn't real. Like it was a dream world and the real world colliding all at once. And I was like, holy shit, what's going on, dude? It was gnarly. And then there was another time I thought I was Superman. Yeah, true
What
story.
kid hasn't had that
Dude,
story though?
I really this is where my love of Superman comes from, and didn't deter me in the least. But
please.
my grandma made me a Superman cape, and it was like made of silk, and it had the Superman label on it. I fucking loved it. I just put it on all the time. I was in kindergarten. I just wore it all the fucking time. It was great. And then I had this great idea one day to jump off my couch, and where I lived at was we had this big old blue like arch style like sectional couch, and then probably about 10 feet away was this black tile that we had that in the front entrance. It was very hard. And I was like, man, I could probably do it. And I was like, I want to fly. I can fly. Fucking kid logic. And so I jump off like full like prone position, man, like in the middle of the air, and I fucking eat it hard.
Well,
And
that's when gravity took hold, and you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, because I just wanted to feel my cape like in the wind, man.
yeah,
and so I fucking did it, and I hit my head really fucking hard, so hard in fact it created a crack in my skull, and I had to go and get like surgery and get like stitches put into my head. Like it was the weirdest thing. I remember not feeling pain at all. My body was in so much shock.
Oh, I bet.
And
yeah,
so
that happens.
Like I remember like everyone freaking out around me. My mom was freaking out. My brother and sisters were like blood. I could see it was coming just down my eye. I still vividly remember dripping blood coming down my left eye as a result. So I was like, what's going on? Why is there blood? Like, I just didn't even know it was that. I was like super like amnesic and delusional. It was very weird. And so like, I get a towel put around me, and I get going to the hospital, and they put stitches in my head, and I got this crazy scar up here. If I get a short haircut, you could still see it to this day. Super crazy.
I've got a bunk bed story for you since we were on bunk beds a little bit ago.
Sure.
Shit, man.
So I was on this houseboat out in Lake Powell, which is and
what a weird way this conversation's gone. I love it.
I know. And this is referred to in my family as the night of the falling bodies, because on this houseboat they had like triple bunk beds. Okay, and like some of these bunk beds were like double bunk beds for couples, so you could fit like more people in there. And I had one of the singles, and I had like the top bunk, and we're in sleeping bags because it's not like they're actual mattresses or whatnot. And my uncle fell from like the middle, and then
just like sea waves roll.
Well, like the houseboat is docked, but I mean you still get kind of like a little bit of a rocking on the shore. Sure. It's not ocean, it's a lake, but yeah, you still get a little bit of movement. But no, just the mattress was pretty thin, and there wasn't any like guardrail or barrier on these things at all, and people weren't used to sleeping there in a sleeping
little
bag.
beds.
Yeah. And my dad then fell out of the top bunk, which is kind of funny. And then I fell out of the top bunk not once but twice in the same night.
Oh shit, man.
And like I hit the floor with such a hard thunk, like it woke up everybody. Yeah. Like because my head just cracked on the floor.
Well, you couldn't protect yourself. Like you didn't know you're like that's like Inception, dude. You got a kick, sir. That was intense.
Well, the thing was that I was in the sleeping bag, and this whole sleeping bag
slid.
I couldn't catch myself even
if you were awake, you couldn't. Yeah. That would fucking suck.
Man.
Oh, that's a nightmare for me.
Wow, that is scary.
Yeah, I remember that hitting my fucking chin with that baseball bat. Tommy and I were obsessed with baseball. Still to this day, there's never been a wake up scenario that was so terrible. To me, that's
Yeah.
to this day the worst way I've ever been woken up in my entire life.
Easily.
Like, and I felt like I don't think I can feel it anymore. Yep. I'm pretty sure I can show you the spot on my right shin where the dent is still there.
On the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Damn.
That
other-
fucking sucked, man. What about you, Polly? You got any bunk bed stories?
I've never been in a bunk bed.
I was gonna say,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's still foreign to me.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you're lucky. Yeah.
Do you have any childhood injury stories?
I've always been a very careful.
I was
person.
like, you are
Yeah.
very safe. I've never heard any from you, or you don't really seem to have any scars or anything. You're still
Try not
just so
to.
beautiful, unscathed,
All the scars are, inside
emotionally,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
and on the butthole.
and on the butthole.
Yeah.
Very stretched out butthole.
Very stretched beehole.
Susan's
Yeah.
gotten big.
Yeah, Susan.
Yeah.
Susan's
Starting
seen
to look
better days.
Bertha.
Yeah.
Bertha is what Jerry has named his butthole now.
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah.
talk about war stories.
Oh, man.
So, Will, I heard you had trivia
Yeah, I got
that you
yeah.
created for us.
I got one other ouchie story, and then I'll do trivia for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
So my parents had this shower, and it was super nice, and the door had this like little like pellet thing, and it would keep the door shut, and it kept popping open, in the middle of the shower, and so you'd always grab the handle and pop it back closed. And my dad one time like loosened up the screw that held the spring to do that, and it wouldn't open for me one time when I was little. And so, being an idiot, I put my foot on the bottom of the door and tried to pull as hard as I could on the handle, and the whole thing just shattered on me.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
shit.
So I had a
dude.
whole entire glass door just shatter on me. So I had like shards of glass in like my shoulder and my hand. Still got scars everywhere from it.
Well, you're all slippery with the water running.
Oh, and you're
trying to
completely
fix this
naked.
and naked.
Oh.
And naked with glass on you is not fun.
I always have a
okay.
terrible fear. I think we all do a little bit innately of like being attacked while you're in the shower, which is never gonna happen.
Probably not.
Let's be real. The chances of that happening are just so slim and none, unless you're in an
Super small.
Alfred Hitchcock movie. And
Yeah, I was
even
gonna say.
then,
Yeah. I was
it
like,
didn't happen that often.
Well, and you're gonna hear the
Uh,
violins first.
Exactly. But just what a terrifying thing of just being, naked and vulnerable and wet and slippery and just, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, you're absolutely right, man. Having clothes is like wearing armor. You feel protected. Like when you don't have those on, you're like, I am unsafe. Something bad is going to happen to me.
But at the
Unless you're
same
my
time,
kids.
like if
Oh.
you look at a lot of martial arts and aspects, in judo and jiu-jitsu and karate, a lot of times you practice with the gi. A lot of times that's more formal. But to be more efficient when it comes down to like competition, look at the UFC, for example.
Mm.
Look at wrestling. Even though professional wrestling is not necessarily real, a lot of times the reason that they wear like just the underwear, the tiny little shorts, it's from a martial aspect. So when you're fighting somebody that knows what they're doing from a grappling aspect, they have less to grab. Because if I can grab more of your shirt, more of your cloth, I can control your movement a lot easier
Oh, sure.
than your skin where there's nothing to grab.
Well, and I think if I recall, you've named a lot of like judo and jujitsu moves that have to do a lot with just grabbing somebody's clothes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's the best way to control
Mhm.
a person.
And a lot of them they're not impossible to do without them, but they're substantially more difficult to do to a unclothed or shirtless opponent.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Huh.
That's
Crazy.
why being a bouncer during the winter never bothered me, because I knew dudes were going to be wearing jackets, and I'd be like,
You're done.
Fucked. Yeah. Like you fucked.
But yeah, if there's nothing to grab onto, it's definitely
it's a lot harder.
takes a lot more precision control, strength,
Crazy.
dick size.
Learn something new. Yeah, something new. Jesus.
There's your weekly martial arts tip.
Here's your weekly judo
If
lesson.
you're going
with
to
Jerry.
get in a fight and you don't want to get thrown, take your clothes off.
Cool.
Get naked. Yeah.
Jerry, do we want to do another beer real quick before we do the trivia? I think that would be smart in terms of time wise, knowing how many beers we have.
Sure, man, we can do that.
Yeah, if you don't mind, real quick.
I don't mind. Yeah, let me find one. We'll see what's a good trivia beer. What's this? What's our trivia about?
Our trivia is going to be about Disney Plus. So I was kind of bored, and I'm a huge Disney aficionado, and if I was to play against you guys in this game, it would be unfair. Not just because I created the questions, but also because I probably if you guys created the trivia questions or even on like the Disney Scene It or whatever trivia game, like I'd probably be able to dominate.
Probably, which is nice that you're running it then.
Yeah, you know, makes it easy for everybody. So on this, we're gonna have a bunch of different questions, and some of these are gonna be if whoever gets it first, everybody else has to drink, you know, except for me because I'm asking the question.
Oh, I see.
And some of these are gonna be all of you have to get it right, you know, or an individual answer, and then if you do that, then I'll drink, or if everybody gets it right, then I'll drink.
Okay.
Kind of a thing. So it's going to switch up a little bit, but yeah, I think we'll be okay. I think Jerry maybe went to go get more cups. This next beer, Vic, do you mind, or PK, actually, do you mind even just telling us a little bit about it?
It is called Hop Crisis. It's an Imperial IPA. It is the Insurrection. Is that Insurrection? I'm sorry. Series. It is an ale aged on oak spirals.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
So oak spirals are essentially, instead of like aging it on like an oak barrel or whatever, oak spirals are just like a little piece of spiral shape that is added to the keg while the beer is fermented.
Intriguing.
Look at the big brains
on
on
Will.
Will.
Probably just a nice way of making sure the flavor continuity is maintained in that sense, which is a pretty cool idea. I didn't think about shapes.
It does actually give it a little bit of a kind of a wood flavor to it.
Yeah.
It is actually very nice.
I would imagine. Very cool idea.
And this is by, I think, 21st Amendment.
21st Amendment Brewery, which is a pretty great brewery. I like them a lot. I have a great pint glass from them, the Bitter American Ale. It's got a monkey in space.
Wasn't that like one of the first animals in space, though?
Yes, it was.
That's what I thought. Okay. And there was like maybe a dog at some point.
Oh, a dog that the Russians just sent into space to die.
Yeah. Which inevitably popped up as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 in the collectors collection.
He has a name. I just don't remember it.
I'm trying so hard to think of what it is right now, too, and I cannot remember.
What is his
Space
name?
Dog.
Space Dogs. I want to feel
Vic
like...
and I are. Oh, Cosmo.
Cosmo.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
Whoa.
What did I just do?
What did you do?
There we go.
Oh, we're back. Okay.
Jerry, quit touching stuff.
I didn't mean to.
You touched the main mix.
You know you're not supposed to touch that.
I accidentally muted us. I didn't mean to. God. All right. Let's. Where's 21st Amendment out of?
They're out of California. I'm not exactly sure where.
California.
Straight out of Compton. No, they're not.
I'm going to mess this up on purpose. San Leonardo.
What?
Somebody else, please say it correctly.
I'm going to mess it up on purpose because you don't know how to say it right.
No, I messed it up on purpose. Period. I'm going with
Oh, Leandro.
Leandro.
San Leandro.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's like somewhat northern California-ish.
Leandro.
But yeah.
I have fucking no idea. I don't give a shit.
Saint Leandro, I believe it's Spanish for, I don't know what it's Spanish.
Yeah, it's amazing. As big as California is, they don't have a lot of great breweries there. They have a handful, but not many. California's not a great craft brew state, but they got some.
They're trying. They're
They
trying.
got some.
They all just, come up here to Idaho is what happens. They move their headquarters.
They got a whole lot of font on this can, or shit on this can I'm not going to read. But during the hop crisis, some brewers were forced to skimp on hops, depriving the people of their right to hoppy aromatic beer. All right. This is a pretty good one, though. This is, this is 9.7%.
Yes, it is.
It's a big beer, man. So San Leandro is just south of San Francisco. So
So it's in the North Bay,
yeah, actually more southern.
southern bit of the North
By
Bay.
Oakland, right?
Actually, it's pretty midway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, by Oakland, you're correct.
Okay. So yeah, you were right. Compton. Or no,
Yeah.
Compton is southern, right? Yeah.
I don't know.
Still the hood. It's Oakland.
This podcast isn't about California
No.
geography. It doesn't matter.
It's
Okay.
fun. It's funny. We're just talking. We're learning things.
Yeah, we're learning things.
What do you got on Untapped for us?
I don't know. I
You
got
don't
distracted
know?
by
I
where
don't
San
know.
Leandro was. Let's see. Untapped. Has this sitting at 3.95. Actually worked on this beforehand. Look at that. 3.95 derived from 40,069 ratings. This is sitting at 9.7% alcohol by volume and 94 IBUs. This has a total of 60,000 ratings. Wow.
We have a question.
Yeah, 3.95.
Wait,
Oh.
Untapped has a question for us?
Or on Untapped, sorry. On Instagram.
Okay, what you got?
Untapped. From Nampa Brewer. What are your thoughts on variations in the Sison category? I feel the donation seen in IPA can be as easily applied to the Sison. I believe it would help the Sison category gain steam in Idaho.
Huh. I like Sisons, honestly.
Handsome question.
That is a very handsome question. I like Sisons. That farmhouse style ale where it's
well thought out question. Great question.
where it's fermented just in the open air, honestly. So it just kind of depends on actually your geography, where you're at.
And I
Going
think
back
I
to
think we have a lot of the right ones to the Nampa Brewer's point.
Mhm.
If it's a Sison is a farmhouse style ale, I mean Idaho, we know our farm. Don't
Yep.
really get a lot of farmhouses,
No.
a lot of farms and ranches. No, I really like Sisons. They're one of my favorite types, and they are a beer that you can do a huge variety of flavor profiles with it. From kind of having your classic Belgian style to super spicy Sisons, which is
Mhm.
super fun. Dry ones, floral ones. I don't know. I enjoy it. I love a good Sison.
I do too. It honestly just sort of depends on where you're at, like what is in the air, literally what is in the air, like around your particular area. So it just brings so much variability and uniqueness, to use JB's word there, of that type of beer. I think it would be really cool for them to catch on a lot more in Boise, Idaho. I'm not sure what would be the game changer on that one, but I am definitely a huge proponent of a Sison style ale.
So I just did a quick bit of research, and a Sison is a pale ale that is highly carbonated, fruity, spicy, and often bottle conditioned. It was historically brewed with low alcohol levels, but modern productions have slightly moderate to high levels of alcohol. So
Up the ABV.
Like, a
Yeah.
lot of Sisons I see are up there.
yeah, like
a lot of
7, 8,
them-
9.
a lot of them are going to be big, bold, juicy. I would, but I think you're kind of mixing into that qualification that it definitely has kind of more of a dry finish than
Mhm.
a traditional
Yeah.
IPA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe that is kind of where that qualification, in order to answer what is it, Nampa Brewers question, why is it that they're not taking more of a prevalence? I think it's because, honestly, if you're going to market a beer and you're going to make a Sison or even a farmhouse ale, it's going to be it's easier to market an IPA and have people know what to expect than it would be a Sison or Saison.
No, that's a great point, man. Yeah, because IPAs take up so much real estate in the retail market right now. People just want that next IPA essentially, and they're not really willing to take a chance. At least, I mean, on average, they're not really willing to take a chance on what a Sison is, or they sure don't know how to pronounce it, because I know we're Saison.
So, and to that point, and so it's Nampa_brewer. That's where the question is from. But I fucking can't stand hardcore IPA douchebags. They're just the worst. Because here's the thing, and I legitimately want to do a blind study to where, say, if you're a brewery that doesn't have an IPA on, for whatever reason, maybe you had one, but you just blew the keg.
Sure.
You got to brew some more, whatever, small brewery. Somebody walks in and they just want an IPA and you don't have one, so they're not going to stick around. I bet, and I really, really want to do this, if you were to give them whatever your pale ale was, and probably even you could go a deeper variation of that, but give them something that's not an IPA and tell them that it is. They will just sit there and say it's one of the best IPAs they've ever had and how much they love it. And you're just such a great brewery and they can't wait to try your other IPAs, even though it's probably not a fucking IPA because they legitimately don't know better because they're just a pompous twat waffle.
Good old T-dubs. Yeah, bringing it back.
Bringing it back.
Bringing it back to the T-dubs. That's a great point, Jerry. No, honestly, because
Plus, if you only drink one type of beer, fuck you.
yeah,
There's so much good beer out there. How dare you hold yourself back and limit your palate? You don't deserve the glory that is craft beer.
he's talking to you, Larry. Fuck you.
Sad day, Larry.
Whoa.
Sad day.
Catch yourself.
Yeah, this chair keeps making me feel like I'm just going to fall out of it.
I think the other thing, other than just marketability, is the idea of a bottle condition, tradition of calling it a saison. I think you're gonna figure out a little bit more like as brewers put stuff out onto market. Maybe some of the larger breweries are gonna bottle condition some stuff as it goes out. With the different types of yeast strains that there are. But the other side of that is most local breweries that you're going to find aren't probably going to go to that extreme. So that's probably a little bit of it too.
But thank you so much for the very well thought out question.
Very
Yeah.
well thought out question. Thank you, Napa Brewers.
So let's get back to this hop crisis though from 21 Amendment. I love this. See this at what is it? 9.7.
9.7.
I find
9.7.
substantially, at least to me, the booziness doesn't hit me anywhere near as hard as that stout did. It's danky as fuck. It's thick. It's viscous. You can taste the hops in it. It's definitely an IPA fan's
Wet
beer.
dream.
Like if you really like a nice, thick, intense, danky, bitter IPA, and there are those of us out there that do. I'm one of them. I do like other types of beers. I enjoy this. I'd give this probably a 3.75. I'd probably stick around to 3.75. I wouldn't give it a 4 or more just because as much as I like these beers, these are one and done for me for the night. Right. It's
Yep.
that redrinkability thing. It's going to get you drunk for sure.
Yep.
But I'm not physically capable of drinking multiples of these anymore.
Yeah, at an Imperial double, I don't think they're doing it. This feels more like a Tripel to me. Like this is a high ABV Imperial.
But does it do you taste that on it?
I think you have to hit 10 to be considered a triple
Oh, really?
IPA. So this
Okay.
would still be the Imperial category.
They are really riding a fine line.
but they're
there.
up there in the
Yeah.
higher end of the Imperial.
This is a really
and I
high.
could also
double.
be wrong on that, but I think so.
Okay.
Do you taste that ABV though?
Not a whole lot, honestly.
'Cause I find this incredibly smooth for an
It really
IPA.
is, and I'm not trying to dig on it. I'm just saying, like, it's very interesting to me that this is classified as an Imperial or a double, and it's just that high on the content. Usually, we'll see that at a 7 or an 8.5%. Like we're approaching 10%, which is interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's just a really good beer, though. I really like it a lot. I would probably rate this a 3.75 off the top. Really good mouthfeel, really good balance of flavors in there. I get that strong imperial nature to it, that IPA, that spicy quality to it. Definitely that dank comes through on the nose. So I really do enjoy this beer. It's a good beer.
It's crisp.
Crisp, thank you. Yeah,
You
that's
know,
it's
it's,
a great.
I think that's why I like it a lot too. It's just
Yeah.
that kind of like that lip pucker sometimes with drinks that I get this from that. I dig it. I love that it's 9.7. I like it a lot. And overall, dude, 4.25.
Oh wow, you
I like it.
really like
Shit.
it.
I like her. She likes me. I don't know. We'll see. I'll Facebook her.
Wow. All right.
All right.
Follow her
Probably like some
Instagram.
thick.
Like some dick.
Like big hops, and I cannot lie.
I like this beer a lot. I do find it very smooth. While at the same time, it does have all of those nice bitter notes that you want at the front of it. I don't feel like it's a Northwest style IPA, and that it doesn't have any of that kind of like upper pine flavor.
Agreed.
That some people really, really like. They want to be drinking Pine Sol. I don't.
I love a Northwest IPA.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah, and that's where you and I differ. And this is an interesting beer for us, for you and me, Jerry, because typically we do differ on our IPAs, but this one I like more than you.
I still really like this one a lot, though. It's a very drinkable IPA to me. It's definitely more of your classic American style IPA. Hopped the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh, it's dank
for
as all
sure.
get out.
Well, and I like a Northwest IPA, which is technically a sub branch of the American IPA, more than it's my favorite type of IPA. Is I prefer
Okay.
a Northwest style IPA for sure. But no, this is a really good one. It's just like I said, it's just thick, it's viscous, and it's the only thing holding me back from hitting it at that 4 is the sheer re-drinkability.
Okay.
As in, yes, I will drink this beer again, but in one sitting. No.
Okay.
That's it.
For
That's
me,
it, but I still really enjoy it.
I'm going to give this a 4.25 as well with PK. And I think, yeah, maybe just the kind of mouthfeel that maybe he and I are a little bit more used to with, stouts and porters and stuff. I don't mind it being so thick. So,
That's
yeah,
what she said.
4.25.
Cool. All right, let's do some trivia.
Yeah, let's get into it. Are you guys ready for this Disney Plus trivia?
I'm excited.
yeah.
Yes. Again, the only thing I've watched on Disney Plus so far is The Mandalorian, but
That's okay. I've got like one Star Wars question on here for you. Maybe two. I don't know. All right. We're going to start off. This first question is if you get it wrong, you drink.
okay.
Okay.
How many Disney Cinderella movies are there?
Wait, is this multiple choice? Do we get multiple?
This is not a multiple choice question. There are multiple choice questions later. This is not one of them. You just need to get the right number. If you get it wrong, you drink.
4.
Okay. Vic,
8.
8.
Yes. Damn.
PK.
3.
Okay. Vic and PK drink. Jerry, you got it right. There are 4.
Damn. All right.
There are.
I'm taking a celebration drink.
Yeah, I'll take a drink because you got that right. Shoot.
There are only 4?
So here's what I figured. We got a live action remake of it.
Yep.
Okay. The original.
Yep.
And at least 2 shitty straight to DVDs.
Yep, you are absolutely 100%.
That was my thought
There you
with
go.
Disney.
Wow.
Well done.
Wow.
Well done.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
You will notice that with this trivia, there is kind of a little bit of a liner, though, note that kind of falls. A lot of these questions fall in that same line where you can use a little bit of better judgment, if you will, on your answer.
I mean, just the fact that you always want me on your trivia team.
Yes.
Promise
By the
you
way,
that.
8? Where were you getting 8?
I just thought I was inundated
You
with
thought
so
there
many
was a
fucking
lot more
princess-
straight to DVD.
Well, oh, I actually didn't listen to your question completely then because I must have
like-
gave up.
I don't care. I'm going to drink.
and that's
8.
the first question.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
That's cool. We are drinking a 9.7 after all.
Yeah. Well,
Plus your sipper because you'll need it. All right. Name a Disney villain that didn't die after falling, and each of your villains needs to be different. So, first of you to answer, more power to you.
damn.
Didn't die after falling. Disney villain.
He didn't die though. Fuck.
Didn't die after falling. Scar?
Scar was
Did he
eaten
fall?
after falling off
Yeah.
of the top.
Okay.
So that does not count.
Because I thought the same thing. I was
I don't
like,
Go ahead
no,
and drink.
brah.
PK.
Didn't die after falling.
Gaston?
Died after
No,
falling.
yeah,
God damn it.
100%.
Straight up.
Go ahead and
Straight
drink.
up, yeah. Ursula?
Correct.
Nice.
Ursula died because she
Look at
was.
the big brain on Vic.
Yeah, she was stabbed with the ship.
Okay, good deal. All right.
Yeah. Anybody else want to give another guess? Just for the fun.
I'm just trying to think of other Disney villains right now, and I'm having a bit of a struggle.
Oh, Jafar.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. Jafar
Sorry.
was banished to a lamp.
interesting.
But that's why I was going to say Jafar, but he didn't die. He's
he's
technically
banished to a
still
lamp.
alive.
Yeah,
He's
that's
banished to a lamp. Technically, in the sequel, Jafar Returns. Jafar is his lamp is thrown into a boiling pit of lava, and he gets electrocuted and then blows up. It's kind of traumatizing. I watched that the other day.
oh Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. And, like supernatural powers like
Ooh.
concave on him.
So what about the guy from Tarzan? He didn't technically fall, but he got hanged.
He did fall before he was hung, though. He fell into a bunch of vines,
I guess
and
you have
then
to fall in
yeah,
order to
so
be
that
hanged.
does not
Oh.
count.
I got 2 of those right. Totally redeem myself.
All right,
Okay.
take one more drink for the Clayton falling in Tarzan.
I'm gonna
There,
take a celebration drink as well.
I know you don't you don't do what other people tell you to do, but for the sake of the game.
I just want everybody to know you can't see it, but he's drinking with the most contempt I've ever seen.
I took one with him.
I'm only taking a drink because I'm a sportsman.
That's right.
Well played.
All right, Star Wars question. Each of your answers.
Wait, what other Disney villains are there that didn't die by falling?
Well, Hades didn't die by falling. He was banished.
Damn. Okay.
Okay.
ugh. There's
Disney loves falling deaths, man.
the Maleficent was stabbed by the sword,
Okay.
when she became a dragon lady.
Okay.
So,
There's that.
I mean, Pinocchio escaped the island. There wasn't really a villain to that story.
What about the Princess and the Frog villain?
Oh, I think he was killed by a voodoo doll.
Let's say,
I think the evil spirits got him.
Yeah.
The spirits have
Anyways,
got
okay.
me.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've seen that one. So each of you guys, please, and there are multiple. You should be able to get this, hopefully. And if you all get it right, I will drink the rest of my beer. But if you get it wrong or you can't come up with one, then you have to drink. Name a droid in the Star Wars universe that is not R2-D2, C-3PO, or BB-8. And there are more than 3 or 4.
God damn it.
Oh, there's several.
Alan Tudyk. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a hard question. You should know it.
I know what the answer is, but I don't know what the answer is.
Pretty sure the red version of R2-D2 is R2-D4.
Also known as.
The red version.
Good job. I will accept Jerry's answer because there is an R4.
R4.
Yes.
R4-D2.
Just R4.
Just R4?
Yeah.
It is the okay.
So I will accept your answer. Good job.
Thank you.
I got nothing. I'm not a Star Wars.
Yeah, Paul's not a
Yeah,
big
I
Star
already
Wars
drank.
guy.
Vic, you got anything?
K2SO?
Kate, did
There
you cheat?
go.
Yeah, I did because I knew the answer. And I knew what it was, but I didn't know the
Bother.
exact name.
See, that's the same thing. I'm trying to think of the female droid from
Spaceballs?
God, you're fucking right. It
Nice.
wasn't a Disney character.
Dot-
That's not Disney
Dot
character.
Matrix?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
correct. Dot Matrix would be.
I
that
would have
one.
also accepted Dot, even though it's not technically Star Wars. I
no,
would have
oh,
accepted
the one
that.
from Solo. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
that's the one you're looking for.
Yeah. What's her name?
She eventually becomes the Falcon. I honestly can't remember her name,
Yeah, she sucked.
but
Bender?
Blender.
Bender.
Bender? Yeah.
I also would have accepted IG-88. who is
Oh,
the-
there you go.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
bounty hunter droid.
From
Yeah.
Man.
Now you're acting like me,
Mandalorian.
getting it wrong on purpose.
No, I actually
Actually-
spaced out on what it was called.
So the Mandalorian version of that robot is IG-11. There are like only a handful of those robots that were ever built. That one is 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they all have the like same 2-digit insignia, so like IG-22 or whatever. And
Okay.
I'm guessing that we're probably going to end up seeing another version of him.
I think so.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
absolutely think so.
Yeah. Also, in the next movie, there's I think like 8 duo or something like that. Next question. All right, this one's going to be fun. This is a multiple choice question, so I will take all of your answers and then we'll see who's right.
Okay.
How many hand-drawn animated movies that were in theaters? These are Disney movies. How many hand-drawn animated movies that were in theaters have a human male protagonist as the lead in the movie? A, 5, B, 8, C, 11, or D, 14?
All I know is Beauty and the Beast was the first animated
That was my thought
or
too.
computer graphically animated. Ones that
That's
are
hand-drawn. Beauty and the Beast is hand-drawn. There
Yeah,
were
it was
CG
the hand-
elements, but it was all hand-drawn for the most part.
I'm gonna go with 14.
Okay, so D, 14. Vic.
You said male protagonist, the hero.
The hero is the male protagonist, yeah. So like the main person in the storyline.
Yeah.
So A5, B8, C11, or D14.
B.
8. Okay.
Yes.
Is your guess? Paula?
I will go with A.
A5?
Yeah.
All of you need to drink. The correct answer is C. There have been 11.
Oh,
Really?
Fuck you.
Duh. Fuck. All right.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised about this too, which is why I thought it was a pretty good question. So count them out with me, if you will. Aladdin, Atlantis, which had Milo,
Okay.
the Black Cauldron, forget the kid's name, but yeah, male protagonist.
Mhm.
Sword in the Stone,
Fuck. All right.
Hercules,
Yep.
Emperor's New Groove.
Hercules was his hand drawn?
Hercules was hand drawn. Emperor's New Groove, Tarzan.
Emperor's New Groove was hand drawn. Too.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
That movie's
Tarzan
great.
was hand drawn. That was magnificent.
Yeah, Hunchback of Notre Dame,
Of course.
Notre Dame, whatever. Jungle Book,
Fuck. That's
had
right.
Mowgli, Peter Pan, and Treasure Planet.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
11.
What about
So-
Robin Hood? Oh, that's Fox. That's
Yeah.
on
Yep,
Disney.
that's not a
right.
male human
I
protagonist.
mean, now it's Disney. Oh, male human. There you
Yep,
go.
male human. So
Humane.
you couldn't have picked like
Humane.
Lion King, which had
Okay.
Simba, right?
Okay.
Because he's a lion,
Yeah.
et cetera, et
Fair
cetera.
enough. The
Cool.
brave little toaster.
Yeah,
I fucking
which is
love
now
that
Disney.
movie.
It used to be Fox.
Also not Disney, but
Yeah.
now it is.
I fucking love that.
It's all
one.
Disney.
All right. Dan, and I'm saying this wrong on purpose. Castaneda.
Castanella.
Castellaneta.
Castaneda.
Castellaneta.
Yeah,
There you
that
go.
one. The voice of Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Also voiced a major Disney animated character. Name that character. It was
shit.
not a background character or additional voices. It was a main character. Name it.
Fuck.
I know the answer. I just can't fucking think of it.
What? What's in his register, Jerry? What's in his register?
This one's difficult and almost a little bit of a trick. I can give you one more hint if none of you are anywhere close.
Give me a hint.
Hint, please. Yes.
The main actor who voiced this role previously left the role after the first movie.
There's a sequel then. Okay. There was a sequel. Jerry.
Also, that first main actor returned for the third movie.
It's a trilogy. The fuck is that?
I don't know.
If one of you gets this, I will drink.
Are some of these movies straight to DVD? May I have a question?
This is just the question is of a main character. So this would be movie, TV, animated, everything. But it was a main character. The first movie was in the theaters.
I kind of want to say it's the Aladdin series, but I'm not 100%. Paula, do you have any thoughts?
I personally do not know. I'm going to guess some actor in Toy Story.
Okay. That's a great
I don't know
That's
any
a great
actor.
guess though. But that Disney Pixar is not
Simba.
Good guess with the whole, the fact that there have been like multiple Lion Kings and a half and
You can just
Jonathan
say
Taylor
no. It's
Thomas.
fine.
No. Do you want the answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Vic was the closest with the Aladdin series. He did, in fact, voice the genie.
Fucking knew it. God damn it, man.
He voiced the genie in Jafar Returns,
I knew
and
it.
I knew
he
it.
voiced the genie in all of the Aladdin animated series, which is part of the Disney animated series block
Can I
or
get a-
Disney Afternoon.
Can I be technically correct then?
I mean,
I didn't officialize my formal guess, but I mean it was there.
You're the closest.
I'll take a big sip for you.
If somebody had to get a point, it'd definitely be you.
Thank you.
You would get a point on that.
God, I fucking knew it too. Okay.
All right, I would hope that you guys would all get this one.
You know, I'd like Jessica to play this game. That's who I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, she'd probably do pretty well.
She'd kick ass. All right.
What was the first Pixar feature film to animate a human person in it?
Jesus.
For bonus points, what was the second? If you all get the first and somebody names the second, I will finish my beer.
I'm gonna go with The Incredibles.
Toy Story.
PK.
What they said.
Pick one.
Toy Story.
Okay. Toy Story is correct.
Yeah.
You guys got that one. So good job. Do you guys have any idea what the second film to feature or animate a human person was?
Toy Story 2.
I'm gonna say The
Big
Incredibles
Hero 6.
again. No,
Okay. So I will take one sip. I will not finish my beer because you guys got Toy Story. The second movie was actually Monsters Inc., which came out right before Incredibles.
damn it! I knew it was
Oh.
close.
Yeah,
All right.
they had a screaming child at the beginning of the movie, and that was the only part that had a
That's-
human in it.
Good call. Okay.
Yeah, hard, kind of a little trick.
Yeah, I see what you did. Nicely done.
All right, only a couple more. In the Disney afternoon lineup of cartoons, how many shows were part of the lineup during its 1990 to 1997 run?
74.
Well, I'll give you multiple choice on this. A, 10, B, 22, C, 13, or D, 17.
E74.
Could you please restate the question again?
In the Disney afternoon lineup of cartoons, how many shows were part of the lineup during its full 1990 to 1997 run? So this is like afternoon special cartoons. How many different shows were there?
Okay.
A, 10, B, 22, C, 13, or D, 17.
C. When in doubt, see your way out.
PK,
D.
D, 17,
Yeah.
and Jerry.
E72.
Okay. Jerry and PK, you will both drink. The correct answer was C, 13.
Damn it, I thought I had that.
That's why when in doubt, you see your way out, man.
All right, all right,
Every
all right.
time.
Moving on. Good job drinking.
I thought when in doubt, you make up your own answer.
No, that's
Yeah.
not how that works.
That's
No,
not how that
not in
works.
a
I did get it
choice
wrong,
scenario.
so might need to reevaluate that philosophy.
What Disney live action film begins with a World War II air raid? Kind of dark for a Disney live action feature, but
Hellboy.
I love that answer. But no.
Technically now.
Well, owned by Fox, I guess. Yeah.
Well done.
I'll take a sip for that. That's smart.
Oh, that was gross.
Fuck, I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
This one surprises me every time that I pop it in to watch it.
And so the movie began with
The
a
Brave Little
World
Toaster.
War II
Air raid.
air raid.
Anastasia.
God, that's what I. That's
All
what
of
it
these
is.
are non-Disney properties.
Oh gosh.
Well, they weren't back then.
were.
They are now. Anastasia is now a.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Fox.
Yeah. Damn it, motherfucker. I don't know.
PK, anything? No?
No.
Okay.
Little Mermaid.
That would be the Chronicles of Narnia, the
The-
Lion, the Witch, and the
The
Wardrobe.
Chronicles of
It's
Narnia.
the chronic what?
Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. Here we go. Next question. What is the brand of tire Lightning McQueen typically uses in the movie or in the Cars movie series?
Toyo.
That's a good question. Or that's a good answer, but no.
Damn.
Lightyear.
What?
Good.
I said
Lightyear.
Lightyear.
PK is right.
He's right.
Lightyear.
Yep.
Hey, look at that.
job.
I paid attention. To this
Well
movie.
done. Well done. I thought-
All right. Two more. In the movie Monsters Incorporated, what color is Boo's door?
Blue.
Drink.
Periwinkle blue.
Drink.
Turquoise.
Robin eggs
Drink.
blue.
Damn.
Purple.
Drink.
Sky
Green.
blue.
Drink.
Prussian blue.
Polka dot. Rainbow.
It's not blue.
Phthalo blue.
Green.
I already said that. No, you said no.
All right, all of you guys have drank. It is white with pink flowers.
Oh,
I
God
said
damn.
polka dot.
because I swore it was blue.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not
we're
blue.
we're not all technically white is all color, so
White is technically a hue, but whatever. All right, last question.
White
Last question.
Towards the
I'd hope that you get this. This worldwide blockbuster had a ride
Ow.
in Disney World before the property became
Pirates
part
of the Caribbean.
of Disney in the
Yep.
Fox acquisition. Name that movie.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wait, no.
Wait.
Listen to the whole question,
Oh, okay.
or drink and then listen to the whole question.
Okay.
This worldwide blockbuster had a ride in Disney World before the property became part of Disney in the Fox acquisition? Name that movie.
Escape to Witch Mountain.
Star Wars.
Right.
That was always part of Disney.
That was.
Yes.
Wasn't
Okay,
it a
there you
Star
go.
Wars ride?
And no, it was not a Star Wars
No,
ride. You
not
can
a
drink.
Star Wars ride.
Was it? I feel like it was the elevator one.
You're thinking of Tower of Terror,
That
which
one.
eventually became the Haunted Mansion, which became Guardians of the Galaxy. And no, that was not
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Did you
Well,
just know that off the top of your head?
Yes.
That's
Jesus Christ.
Impressive.
Nice.
And
Well done.
amazing.
Well
here's
done.
here's,
Disney
here's the other
knowledge.
thing. I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World.
You just got left behind by your family.
Yes, I did twice.
Wait, is it Fantasia?
No, it's not Fantasia. Good guess.
Fantasia was Disney original.
It was all Disney.
Okay.
Yes, that was all Disney.
I don't know.
You're gonna
Small
hate
world.
yourself and kick yourself for
Terminator.
this. Fox property that became a Disney movie
So it became
or became Disney owned is now streaming on the Disney service, Disney Plus.
Child Predator.
They had a
Predator.
ride in Disney World before the acquisition.
All I can think of is fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't know,
but
man.
I'm out, yeah.
Avatar.
God damn it! Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah, Avatar had a Avatar world and ride in Disney World before the Fox acquisition.
James Cameron, you piece of shit.
Yeah, basically. And that's the trivia that I have for you.
Well
Alright.
done, James.
Yeah.
So again,
He
all
made
that-
it. I mean, that's the greatest marketing thing I've ever heard. He made his movie that wasn't even a movie yet, a ride, and then it became the fucking highest grossing movie. What? Absurd. Absurd.
I think you drank the next beer we were supposed to.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
No, this is it.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good. Are you good?
No.
Speaking of the next beer that we're gonna have, we're gonna have the next beer, which is provided to us by Jerry. It is a Roadhouse Brewery beer,
Roadhouse.
which is brewed in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, very close to Idaho, over there.
Good old J-Ho.
But it's technically a different state.
Yeah, Grand Teton is right over there too.
I
This
believe it's
is,
pronounced Grand Teton.
excuse me. Yes, you are correct.
Thank you.
This is the Outcasty Sweet Potato Porter beer.
It's got a fucking cute ass sloth on it.
Yes, it does. It's so cute.
Sloths are super cute.
It is. I'm nervous about this one because I fucking hate sweet potatoes. But I do like on the side that it says style sweet potato porter. It pairs with wild pheasant, and singing falsetto. I've never had pheasant.
So
I've never had singing falsetto.
I definitely can't sing.
it would
falsetto.
be like listening to a Justin Timberlake concert whilst eating a pheasant or a very light bird. A lot of light game
I'd be
there.
down
Kind of a
with that.
gamey duck.
Notes.
Yeah.
It may lead to spending nights in bars, glass, tinkling. I don't know.
So
what that
lots
means.
of cheers.
With consciousness divorced and resolve reinforced, I continued on my way, a creature new with golden hue and witty swaggered sway. What say you, Thing? The crown? What king? You mock me as I pray. Follow me, my friend. 'Tis not the end, but slow is how I stray. I give you freak, the peace you seek. It's yours from beast of gray. Now go at once, your journey thence shall offer you the way. By now you know this path you go may blind you with dismay.
Was that iambic pentameter?
I think
Yeah.
it was.
Holy shit!
That was a long ass poem too for iambic pentameter.
Well fucking
like
done.
575, right? Then what? I don't know.
Enjoy the pause.
Enjoy the pause.
What the
That's
fuck
right.
does thunce mean? Now go at once, your journey thunce
Your journey has started?
shall offer you the way.
Thunce means began.
You
I
don't
think.
think you know what you're talking about. And always remember, pack in, pack out, live deep, way down in the ghetto. These are all things on the can. I fucking love this can so
Holy
much.
shit!
8% alcohol here. Slice your nipple. These are all things from the can.
I don't want to do that. That sounds very painful. That sounds like it would bleed a lot.
I am more and more excited to try this as we go on. And it is the cutest fucking label with this beautiful ass sloth on here. What do you got on Untapped, Vic?
So sitting at 8% alcohol by volume, this is sitting at 0 ratings. It only has 8 ratings, so they have to have 10 to, in fact, have an average rating. So I got nothing, man.
Well, let's get this bitch rated.
This is one of those rare occasions when we don't actually have enough information.
I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. I
we're
feel like
gonna-
it gives us so much power.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
totally
pal.
change the rating on this beer.
Smell it. What do you guys think of this smell? It smells like a freshly cooked sweet potato.
Oh my gosh, that is
pie.
Thanksgiving all over.
Oh my god.
God, that's
all-
a straight yam, son.
all the
like
smells of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it smells
all
like
of it.
something I don't want to drink.
Smells like a
I
turkey's butt.
don't like sweet potatoes.
Mm.
I love everything about this can, everything about Roadhouse. But if I don't like it, it's fault.
How
You
much
know
did-
what? I get a pumpkin quality to it. Yeah, it's interesting. Right off the
It
nose.
was like $3.50 a can.
Where at Brewers Haven?
Co-op.
Co-op.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I only
For
got
any
2 of
local
them.
Idaho, Boise area natives. Yeah, and you got 2 of them. So thank you for that, by the way. $3.50 a can. Yeah,
Oh, that's wonderful.
it's good.
was it?
It's so good.
What's the ABV on this again?
8.
8.
8. Just
Mhm.
straight up 8.
Yep.
Okay.
Straight up 8.
8%.
This is really good. It smells like a sweet potato, but it just, oh, I'm getting it a little bit on the back end, but the most subtle, sweet. Oh, man. Mm.
I like it.
Mm-mm.
That is different.
It is, and it is yummy.
It's like a combination between like a brown and an IPA. That's kind of what I get in a weird way.
Okay.
It's sweet. It is sweet
And potato
and potato.
and a porter.
Yeah. But like there's some bitters there too. It's complex. I don't know. I like it. I do. PK.
I like it. I like sweet potato. Love sweet potato.
Do you?
I do.
What are your thoughts on sweet potato, Vic and Will? Like, I don't like them. I've made that clear.
I like them. I like them more in fries.
Okay. What about you, Vic?
I like them.
Okay. Cool. So I'm the odd man out. Weird.
I like them like oven cooked. Actually, there's a very particular way to cook them for me, and
that you prefer. Okay.
that is my preferential way. I like it though. I don't have any huge issues with them. I think it's tasty. I'm not getting a huge sweet potato vibe to it, but I get the qualities thereof.
It's definitely there.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it on the back end because sweet potato has a very, to me, specific way that it lays on your palate and your tongue. It's like this strange sweet dryness thing. So I get it. But again, it's one of those things that if you don't like it, you notice it when it's there.
Have you ever had beets?
Yeah.
So that dryness that you're describing, that's the same dryness that I get from beets, but
Absolutely.
everything else about the sweet potato and this beer as well covers up that same like earthiness tone that
Mhm.
you would find prevalent.
And it doesn't make your poop turn red.
That's right.
There's that.
How do you guys on your Thanksgiving? I mean, we're coming up right this week on Thanksgiving. Do you guys do sweet potatoes at Thanksgiving? Do you cover them with marshmallows? What do you do?
The fam does. I don't. 'Cause I fucking hate them. But again, I'm the odd
Okay.
man out on that.
Yeah, my fam does for sure, but I don't dislike them at all. I definitely get in there on that one.
You do
so.
the marshmallow crust and everything? The
Mhm.
whole works?
Yep.
Nice.
It's a
PK?
very American thing. My family, we just like sweet potatoes in general. We put in a lot of our soups,
Oh,
so it's
Just
a
year-round?
year-round food for me.
Yeah.
yeah. And,
Okay.
when it comes to Thanksgiving, we actually we don't dress it up with the marshmallows and whatnot. We just have sweet potatoes.
Just
'Cause they're
straight sweet
enough for
potatoes,
us,
yeah. So I've come from a household that has done like multiple versions, like depending upon whose house we go to. And currently being at my sister's house, I think we put the marshmallow on the top. And I'll have a little bit, but yeah, it's usually too sweet for me. This beer is not too sweet for me. But I do like the marshmallow on top on my yams, I will say. I'm gonna give this a 4.0. I think it's good. I think it's exactly what it says it is, and it's not too sweet for me, and I like it. And for an 8%, it hides any booziness that I would ever notice. So 4.0.
I agree. 4. For all that, I don't need to say anything else. I enjoy it.
Cool.
I'm gonna hit a 3.75 on this.
You dick.
I was gonna say,
You
Mr.
dick.
375 comes up with a 375.
There's a certain crispness I like to my my drinks. You know, the crispy aftertaste of it. You know, the pucker in my lips. I appreciate that out of my beverages. I do like sweet potato a lot, and overall 3.75.
Cool.
All right.
No, good beer. Great one to finish on. Nice dessert beer. Again, this is the last episode for a while, y'all. We're gonna take us a nice, long, well-earned break.
Yep. What have you guys been excited for? What do you got? I mean, normally we would ask like, what have you been watching, doing, all that, but what have you been doing there? And then also, what are you excited for in the upcoming months with our break coming up?
I've been working. It's I work retail, and it's the holiday season.
I feel so much
And I
pain
do
for you.
manage, so it's just that's it, man. And like just been watching things. Nothing crazy. Just mostly wrestling. The Mandalorian, but I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to spoil it.
Baby Yoda.
Didn't watch. Oh, so cute. Didn't watch a single movie or anything this last week. Watched some stand up. Nothing phenomenal.
Nothing worth writing home.
No.
Okay.
So just been a week for me. No, nothing's. I'm excited for the break. It's going to be nice to take some time off to revamp, reevaluate. I'd love to hear people's suggestions on things they like about the show, things they change, topics they want to talk about, whatever it is. So shout out your thoughts. Like I said, we're not going to do the podcast, but I mean, I'll still definitely probably share stuff on our Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
Ditto.
I enjoy doing that stuff, so I'll probably do it one way or the other. But yeah, I don't know, man. Just enjoy hanging out and drinking good beer, cuddling with my pups right now. That's my favorite thing.
Noise.
I'm also, fun fact, when we take our break, I'm not going to drink.
Really?
Yeah. No red meats, no beef, no pork, no beer, no booze.
And you're doing this during the holiday season.
Yeah, like on Christmas and stuff, like on New Year's, I'm going to make some exceptions for sure.
Cool.
It's not going to be cold turkey, but like on this, I'm not going to fucking turn down a Christmas ham. Fuck you.
Jesus.
No way.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
how do
are
you
kidding
do
me?
that,
I'm not going to
man?
not have some champagne and some beers on New Year's. It's happening.
Yeah,
But
okay.
as a whole, like night to night, I'm not no beef, no pork. I want to try and get my health back together, get my body in good shape, get my mind in good shape. And I'm going to take this opportunity with the Not podcast, not constantly drinking, profiling beer, as a chance to just not.
So just so we're clear about our break and everything, as far as I think we've decided, we're taking all of December off. You know, we're not even going to touch the podcast except for maybe social media stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then January, we're going to be like hardcore planning mode, kind of
Just reevaluate,
reevaluating,
yeah.
doing some good adjustments, maybe introducing some new tech, that kind of thing. And then hopefully sometime in February, pick it back up. But you're doing your fast, if you will, for all of December
And January.
and January. Okay, great.
So I'm going to do 60 days. So you guys don't have to, but I'm just doing this to try and better myself. You know, I just want to be a better Jerry than I was the day before. So of course you don't have to, but I always challenge you guys, take a month, take 2 months, and do something. That's one of those things about being raised Catholic. Definitely not a religious thing, but Lent was always kind of cool because it was give up something for Lent. But the way I grew up in the household, it wasn't necessarily give up something for Lent. You can if you want to, but it could also be challenge yourself for Lent. So do something new every single day that you haven't done. So the whole point is just to better yourself. And like how Joe Rogan and Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, they have their Sober October. A lot of that is just self-betterment.
That's what
And
it
there's
sounds
something
like. Yeah.
for that. And that's kind of mine. So I don't know. I challenge you guys to do the same. Both our listeners, both the other members of the podcast. If you have anything you want to talk about, you're going to please share. But if not, think about it. Why not? It's amazing how when you do something different for 30 days, what it'll do to your life.
Interesting. Yeah. 30 days is long enough to create a habit, man. So that's why it's important.
All right. What about you guys? What you got?
Oh, samesies, man. I haven't done anything super special this week. I watched Chips this week, and it just reminded me of one of the greatest best friend scenes I've ever seen, which was fantastic.
What scene is that?
Oh,
'Cause
man.
remind me.
Yeah.
The tub scene.
Very close. No, so this is Dak Shepard and Michael Pena at their absolute best. And so one of my favorite elements of this movie is the relationship that Mike and Dax have with each other. And so as they progress through their first is very argumentative, very conflictual, and then it grows into a much deeper love, appreciation, and compassionate and really collaborative friendship between each other. And so as this turn sort of occurs, we see that God damn it. So Michael Pena's in the parking lot with Dak Shepard, and they're trying to run these folks down essentially to find where this heroin's coming from, or whatever the main plot line is. And so Michael Pena sees these two girls with yoga pants on, and he clearly describes the yoga pants. He's like, and I'm misquoting it, but to the idea, it basically says that. God, I'm thinking about laughing. Basically, the idea is like Michael Pena's character gives these two details, which is like, dude, those two girls over there at my 6 o'clock, do they have a gusset on with a banana grundle on there? And Dak Shepard's like, what the fuck is a banana grundle? And he's like, a fucking gusset, bro. What the fuck? And he's like, what the fuck is a gusset, man? He's like, oh wait. And he looks at him. He's like, yeah, I guess they kind of have that piece to him. He's like, and Michael Pena's losing his shit, man. He's got like a full tilt, like hardcore erection on. He just can't even focus at this moment.
He's a sex addict.
He's a sex addict for sure. And so he just starts thinking about it. He's like, is it a fucking gusset, bro? It's a fucking gusset. And then he's like, all right, yeah, it's pretty much that. And then Dak Shepard, being the compassionate, lovely man that he is, he's like, do you need to get out of here? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Just like, handle yourself, jerk yourself off, whatever you got to do. And then he's like, yeah, I got to get out of here. And so like he fucking like, can you ride a motorcycle with an erection right now? He's like,
That would be
figure it out.
difficult.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he does that. And so
I don't want to masturbate in motorcycle.
exactly. No, I mean, you're dealing with that. You got the vibrations of that fucking big V twin happening right now. I'm like, it's crazy. So like, and Dak Shepard, like just the turn in their relationship at that moment in time, him helping him out and saying, understanding what triggered him, what's happening with him right now, and he just moves on. I thought that was a fantastic scene, and so thank you for walking down that path with me right there.
Thanks for taking us down that path.
I loved it. Yeah, so there's that, and then fucking DC's Titans. They got one more episode. Last episode of the season drops this Friday coming up.
So if you enjoy watching bad TV,
check it out. We're gonna get the full reveal if you haven't seen it on
Are you
Instagram
enjoying it?
yet. That last episode, I passed out and I was like, I don't really need to see it, but I'm watching it because I'm a completionist, so
Yeah.
I have to see this. I have to see its way through.
Yeah.
And so
Fair
there's that piece. This is the last season on the DC streaming app because I believe that the app is going to fail. And we're going to move to HBO Max for Titans, and we'll see how that moves. But that's where we're
I
at.
just hope they get the full DC library. What about you, Paula? Take us home, baby.
Oh,
Oh, did you not go yet, Will?
I haven't gone yet. No,
well, you can go next. It's
No.
Paul's turn.
no, it's Paula's turn. I'll go after
Yeah.
him.
We can just skip you, Will. That's fine.
Yeah.
whatever works
it's o-
out.
It's only been all night.
Whatever the people want.
Yeah, get back to us, Brew Crew.
I just got a tweet. They said skip Will.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I watched it too.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I'm interested.
You really had to be invested in the first one, not the original, but the first remake.
sure.
And the second one really just benches off of that one. The love for the characters, the love of what happened, that sort of thing. So it's an okay movie in my opinion.
Did you? So here, answer me this, Paula. A lot of people, from what I read at least, the disappointment about the movie, if there were disappointment, was it was too funny. It wasn't as serious and scary as it should have been. and seemed more like a horror comedy than a horror. I have not seen the movie, so I don't know. I noticed that was kind of a theme about the feedback. What do you
I think
feel
that's what
on
I'm saying
that?
about the characters. If you like the first one, you're invested in the characters.
Mhm.
The second one comes into your of what you appreciate about the characters when they're kids, and as they grown up, they kind of still have the same characteristics. So it really pushes upon that first remake. As a movie in general, it's okay. It's okay. I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't also impressed. And it closed out well enough, but at the same time, I was just like, I'm glad I went to the cheap theater instead of like paying the full,
For
like,
real?
Really?
$3
Okay.
bucks.
Oh, okay. Was it creepy enough though?
I think there was too much CGI done with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
In what way?
And like the way that of course, it in Stephen
no-
King lore,
Yeah.
he transforms. Like okay,
The transformations were
yeah,
poor.
in the first one
Okay.
it was just sort of like it had more scary tropes.
Okay.
It did it well enough.
Yeah.
The second one's just sort of like I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm
Oh.
this, I'm that.
Okay. Because I know that the one of the things that a lot of people think in that movie is a CG element is the idea of Bill Skarsgård or the creature of it as Pennywise the clown putting actions.
Uh-huh.
That is not a CG element to that movie at all. That actor can do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
gross.
Bill just does that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
I mean, it's on the poster or whatever. So
All right. Well, take us home. Make it quick.
I'm
You have
trying.
12 seconds.
That's too little.
11.
I watched Hobbs and Shaw,
10.
so that was fun.
Was it?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was fun. It's silly.
Yeah.
It's not
It was-
good, though.
No, it's not good, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I liked all of the different extra people that they added into that series, into that universe.
Like Roman Reigns.
And yeah, like Roman
yeah,
Reigns.
He had no speaking.
Didn't even have a
words.
line.
No, he just yelled a lot and beat people with sticks.
Yeah. Almost killed the camera.
I did recognize him though.
You did?
You did.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and because not very many people did, I understand. But no, like I'm glad that they added.
I love Roman Reigns.
Crap, the Helen Mirren.
She's
um,
awesome.
Yes,
I love Dame Helen Mirren. You will respect her.
I'm excited to see where they go with that character, as well as even like the brother of Hobbs, like him having his own chop shop. And
Oh, I'm
Um,
excited for shit with his franchise. I don't want to do anything, but
and
you
then
know, it does serves its purpose, I guess.
and I'm mind blanking on the name because I have a mental block on it right now. But the black guy, he's really short. He's
Kevin Hart.
yes, Kevin Hart. Thank you. I was with his role in it.
Neither was I.
I was like,
It was a weird cameo, and
It
when he
was a
showed up, and I
very
was like,
strange
that was
cameo.
unnecessary.
I really, really like the fact that they brought Ryan Reynolds into that.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
you know, whose cameo I really enjoyed
Yeah.
though
Yeah,
Yep.
was Ryan.
super
awesome.
excited about having that and
Yeah.
being part of Fast and the Furious whole tie-in thing. I hope that they can do something with that. Anyways, rest of the stuff I've been doing, I caught up on Flash. Also, if you have Disney Plus, check out DuckTales. It is way, way better than it has any right to be. I've been preaching this for the longest time.
have
Check
Yep.
out DuckTales. It has so many callbacks from Darkwing Duck to just the original series
great
to
voice
everything.
cast, man.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, it is so good. If there's one animated thing that you need to check out on Disney Plus, it would be DuckTales.
Fair enough.
And then what I'm excited about coming up, I'm excited about renting Chips now because I haven't seen that, and you totally got me on board, Vic.
Yeah, watch it on Voodoo for free, man. It's easy.
Oh
hey,
hell
you
yeah!
gotta rent it. There you go.
Yep, it's free
Voodoo for free. Writing that down.
all day.
If you're writing that down, you're taking notes. You should write that down. If
Write
you're
it
not
down.
taking notes, write that down.
Tales of daring do that and good luck tales. Woo! All right, guys.
Well, I've really enjoyed you guys.
Sorry, I had like 2 more things.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm excited for Star Wars, and also I'm really excited for Uncut Gems, the Adam Sandler movie.
I've
Have
heard
you guys,
good things.
have you guys
yeah.
seen the trailer for that?
No.
Okay, well, if you haven't, go check it out because it actually looks like Adam Sandler is doing like a semi-serious role where he actually still kind of gets to be a little bit funny, but Also super serious. It looks really, really good.
All right.
Go check out the trailer for Uncut Gems.
All right. If
All
you
right,
want.
that's all I had. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, yeah. Tweet us, put us on our Facebook, Instagram, whatever, what topics you guys would like to cover, whatever changes you guys want to do. Enjoy the break, enjoy your holidays, enjoy the beer. We appreciate you, the love, the support. We got plenty to listen to. You probably haven't listened to all 94 episodes or checked out our weird videos on YouTube, so make sure you do. But we'll miss you. We'll think about you. Until next time,
It's not goodbye. It's see you later.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Paula.
I am Vic.
My name is William.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Brew Crew.
All right. And we are out.
Thank you. Thank you for the extra little bit at the very, very end for the last two things. Tried. Thank you for